That's crazy.
The Ric Flair.
Yeah.
That's a little. We'll talk about that. That's a little.
Yeah.
There's some stuff with that. Hey everyone, this is Anthony with Tornado Tag Podcast, and we have the greatest belt on display
In the world.
of the world.
Ever.
That's my favorite right there. That's the HBK.
I'm dead.
That's the HBK Shawn Michaels one. Blue, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself now? Check.
Nope.
At all?
Nope. I'm the dead. Both are dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Your mic, I can hear you through the mic. You're
Can you
good.
hear this?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear anything.
Are you wearing the right color?
Yeah. You should definitely be.
Check your color.
It's blue. Hello? No, nothing.
Let me see your headphones.
See?
Check.
Whoa.
No, you can't. What the hell's happening?
I can just switch to that one. Street Profits versus two jacked up guys was awful and lazy, my friend said.
What did he say?
The first match was Street Profits versus two jacked up guys was awful and lazy.
That sounds like a Street Profits match. Whoa. I'm deaf.
Oh, is that real loud?
What the hell happened? I don't know. We're just gonna figure it out live, I guess. Do you got those orange ones? Hey, Tascam, your headphones just exploded on us. Thanks for that.
Whoa, I heard that.
Oh yeah, you.
Well, yeah, because I hit the table, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but there's nothing coming out of his sound.
No, this
is
works.
that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I know.
Well, that was a good
All right.
minute and a half of what the hell's going on.
Yeah, there's a weird. It
Yeah.
happens. We had a headphone.
We're
go out on
live,
us.
pal.
That's what happens when you do it live.
Yeah.
All right.
Boy.
We didn't get photos or shirts or anything. So
No one do that.
yeah, all the stuff at the
We'll do
we'll,
that
we'll
together.
take care of it all at the end. Austin is home from college,
But
but
Can
he
you
is.
Can you turn mine down just to that?
Yeah.
It's like
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
shouting. Austin is home from college.
you're moving that and it's like cutting everything out in my headphones. So I think it might be with the box.
Now
Are you good?
that's pretty. Yeah, that should be good.
Is it too loud or too?
Maybe just turn it down just a tad.
Because you were completely turned off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's good.
that's good. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Austin is at NXT right now.
NXT Live in
NXT
Bethlehem.
Live. Yeah.
Sands Casino.
So yeah, that's where Austin is tonight. He will be on next week's show. Trying to
Hopefully.
see. Yeah, hopefully. What do we got?
Let's just go to the breaking news.
AEW.
Well, super breaking news would
Yeah,
be
yeah, go.
we had a wrestler just die. Ashley
Massaro.
is dead at 39. No word on how she
Yeah.
died.
How about that? That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
That is
Super
as
young.
of when?
As of
I guess
10,
today.
not even 10 minutes ago. So then we had some news of Ric Flair in the hospital, not looking good. And I guess his son-in-law came out and said the situation is not as serious as reports
Yeah,
suggest. Everyone calm down.
Conrad said that he went in for something that was scheduled.
Yes. So on our scorecards, there might be a little change here. So Women in the Bank match, Alexa Bliss is not medically cleared to compete. They did not announce a replacement yet, from what I'm understood.
It's more than likely going to
So
be
just
Nikki
put-
Cross.
If you think the replacement's going, right replacement.
Yeah.
What are the odds that like it's Nikki Cross? She goes in, wins it,
I
and then
know,
Alexa
love
comes
that.
out and like mine.
Oh God.
Alexa, I mean,
What's going on with Alexa?
I don't
She
know.
still has that neck injury.
Really? But she wrestled what? A couple matches on Raw?
She's only wrestled like 3 matches
Yeah.
since that.
Yeah.
poor girl.
I
bad for
don't foresee her gonna bounce back to where she was.
No. Nikki Cross still looked good on
Maybe.
Monday.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And they
I didn't
kind
see
of
it.
the character changed her a little bit.
Yeah.
She's kind of
made her
normal.
Look. Yeah, but that like then she blends in. She's
Yeah.
not special. Now.
So I guess this is news, but it's not really news I'm like excited to talk about. But I guess
The man is dating the man.
Yeah,
We've
so,
already
yeah,
covered this.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like official now.
Yeah.
Um.
Who wears the pants in that relationship?
they both do.
Yeah. And then Andrade and
Charlotte Flair. are
Charlotte are
engaged.
official. But the big news, we have professional wrestling on TNT again.
Yeah. How about it?
Turner's back, baby.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do Vince's voice for Ted Turner.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Nixon from Futurama.
Oh, I thought you were doing Vince.
So TNT announces that TNT Drama will be back with some professional wrestling and AEW on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, Tuesday Night
Starting
Dynamite, baby.
October?
It says
October.
fall.
September,
It's
fall.
It's
Who
whenever
knows?
Fox moves.
Whenever
SmackDown.
SmackDown moves
Yeah.
to Fox
That
that
week.
Friday, it's
Yeah.
that week.
Which is
Also, the
smart.
Montreal Screwjob is going to AEW.
Oh,
Oh, I
Hebner.
Oh,
oh, yeah.
I thought you meant the
Yeah.
the documentary that they did. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
Earl Hebner signed to AEW.
Yeah, Bryce
So,
Remsburg, who's a good referee. I've known him for years.
yeah, so this is so this is kind of storyish, but I kind of want to read this because I think it's important, even if it's that backstage stuff that I normally don't like to cover. So this is some unusual thing, and I got this is from Pro Wrestling and MMA World. I'm sure they got it from another source, but that's where I got it.
Mhm.
But some unusual stories and some new ones. They were confirmed over Wade Keller's Pro Wrestling post show when a close friend of 3 WWE writers called into the show after Monday Night Raw. Here are some of the things on the podcast by the close friend of these current writers said. WWE's problems are not the fault of the writers. No one should rip WWE creative. They have some of the most brilliant, unbelievable, cool ideas I've ever heard and was told we're writing for an audience of one and never forget that. And you're not, and if you're not, you're out of here. The most frustrated people in the back every single night is Triple H. He'll always take, especially the NXT guys, under his wing, and it looks like he's also always consoling them. It looks like much of what he's doing is frustration, and he leaves the building every night upset. The wild card rule was literally wrote the morning of the show, so that was completely a wild card. The superstar shakeup was changed week to week and didn't pan out how it originally was laid out for months prior to everything was changed because Vince decided to change it. He talked about the turnover with so many backstage people quitting or being fired. Raw and SmackDown writing teams are the same for both shows now, and they used to be separate, and that all changed with the shakeup. The caller emphasized the problems in WWE are not creative's fault, and Vince is the one and only person to be blamed in this situation. Vince wants suggestions from every single person on the staff to get on TV, but 99 out of 100%, or no, 99 out of 100 times you can come up with something for an idea for Vince, and it will not be used. The entire creative team has pitched to Raw and SmackDown to look completely different with a different production team, a different way of shooting things, and Vince McMahon continues to shoot it down. Yeah. Vince doesn't keep track of what's going on in NXT, and he quotations maybe watches takeover shows.
Maybe I don't think he's probably ever seen anything.
Yeah.
He
Writers
doesn't know who half of them are when they come on.
No. The writers say he just watches WWE, works out, and is not aware of anything going on in the real world. So he's completely shut off to the outside world. He just watches his own product and works out.
That's what Bruce Pritchard said.
Yeah.
He talked about it. He said, oh, he's like some guy from a movie. And Vince had no idea. It was like some hit movie.
Yeah. Writers say there's absolutely no chance of Vince ever stepping down. So that's very
unless he loses his mind. Totally.
That's very disheartening.
Well, if he got dementia.
Vince is going to be the Al Davis of the Raiders, where he thinks
maybe he'll get lucky and he'll actually blow himself up in a limo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. Dana Brooke is the hardest worker in the past 3 years. She goes to the Performance Center. She shows up early every day and helps to set up the ring, and she gets all her ring-in work that she can to get better. Creative will pitch something for her, and she gets nothing until the recent Money in the Bank pitch that she got thrown to. The caller offered to tell Wainwright off the air some cool storylines that were pitched and never used. The writer talked about. The writer also said he talked about working for Dana Warrior, and it's really awkward.
You know, that's just like, hey, you live with the Warriors, so therefore you can make up storylines.
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, and the Warrior was one of the worst pitchers for ideas ever.
Warrior was out of his mind.
There's 14 pallets of comic books that the WWE is still sitting on. WWE contract prohibits Fox from moving the show to Fox Sports 1, even if the ratings drop. And that was a rumor that was going on that if the Raiders go bad, they'll just move it to Fox Sports 1. I guess that's not true. One writer is very close to quitting because he's so unbelievably happy, and many of the writers are paranoid, thinking that they're close to being fired. It's such a toxic atmosphere, and it's all because of one person.
When he unhappy, right?
Yes, unhappy. When Neville walked out, there was a crazy shouting match, and he flipped out on Vince, and that was the last time anyone's ever saw him. And the writers praised Neville for being such a good person to work with. Ideas never pan out originally as planned because the writers will come up with stuff, and then Vince loses interest after a week or two. He uses the Mojo Rawley as an example. The money is good. It's a dream job for Eddie, but the writers are frustrated, and the talent is unhappy, and people are trying to get out of their contracts. The writers say Bruce Pritchard coming back is an absolute pleasure to work with. He's a funny guy, pleasure to work with, but he's not even getting through the Vince. Shane, Triple H, and Stephanie have all tried to talk to Vince, and nothing has worked. The people on the writing staff listen to podcasts, and they hear the fans bashing them, and it absolutely breaks their heart, which is kind of bumming. You know what I mean? Because us
They're
fans,
trying.
yeah,
but
the fans are they want to be loyal to WB. I'm one of them. I try so hard to find the good in things, but it's getting hard.
If it keeps
it's real
going
bad.
like this, it's going to be very easy to become an AEW fan right out the gate.
It is.
it's like go watch that.
Yeah, Vince
We
is
don't care what we're putting
Vince
out.
is in the announced team's ear, sentence to sentence, and he gets on them for every tiny mistake.
Yeah, say this.
Which is impressive
Say
to
no.
even think about for the commentary team, because people like these people suck.
Yeah.
Don't say my name, goddamn.
But to imagine someone in your ear telling you what to say through
Yeah.
a monitor, and your that's got to be a tough gig.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
It shows how actually talented a lot of those people are that can do it. Like
Say
like
this, say
a
that.
Michael Cole for how many years? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You could tell Michael Cole's a little afraid sometimes when he's out there. You can hear it in his voice. It's like, what?
Because
do
he's
I
gotten
say?
chewed out before. That's got leaked. Sami Zayn's promos, that's pretty much Vince talking through Sami Zayn.
Yep.
There's 37 total writers, and they're working on both shows. And NBC, Universal, and Fox both want the top stars of the show. Andrade went into Vince's office and asked him for a legit push. Vince looked at him and said, "Learn some English and get back to me."
Yeah.
Andrade has been speaking English, been taking some English, and he's been talking on promos in English for the past couple of weeks.
I don't agree with it, with saying that to someone. But if you want to come to WWE, maybe you should learn it. If I got signed to New Japan, I would learn Japanese.
if
That's like
Pentagon-
Jerry learned Japanese on the fly when he came over. He didn't know a lick of English until he
If
came over.
Pentagon Jr. came on TV and didn't say a word of English, I would still be captivated by him.
I'm okay with that. But like, I would want, even if my character wasn't to speak, I would still learn because I want to know what are these guys saying in the locker room.
Pentagon can speak fluent English. He just chooses not to.
I don't think Pentagon a little bit. Phoenix
Yeah.
can.
Oh no, I've
Phoenix
heard
can.
him cut a promo already where he spoke fluent English.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he can
Um,
speak fluent English. He just chooses not to because his promos sound better in Spanish.
Yeah. The Firefly Funhouse, which in my opinion is the greatest thing happening on TV right now, is all Bray Wyatt's idea. That's 100% Bray Wyatt, no one helping on that. And it's described as absolutely genius. And there's so much more behind the scenes, a lot of that stuff that people don't even realize.
Oh, I forgot the sounds.
That's okay.
Anybody else
Um,
upset that they brought back
Real
Ramblin'
professional.
Rabbit so fast?
Who cares?
Yeah. But from what I've been
Who
hearing,
cares?
even with some of the stuff I've been reading about it, there's so many Easter eggs in those things that people aren't even picking up
Well,
on.
apparently this past week was like one of the bigger ones, and I've watched it several times, and I still can't pick it out.
I don't know.
What a big Easter egg.
Oh yeah,
I have a theory on what it might be, but he's one of the best guys in the locker room, and he actually helps out a lot of wrestlers with their promo work. Writers have talked to say they would love to stay there. The writers talked and said they loved when the brand split was a real thing. He mentioned the Usos and Revival storyline is being done. Vince thinks it's funny, and some writers think that the Road Dogg will eventually up in AEW because now he's currently on a hiatus and no one knows where he's at, and he's not answering people's phone calls.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah,
well, let's be honest. If you actually look back in the day, Bray Wyatt's dad was probably one of the better promo guys in the business. So if he didn't pick up something from his dad, that's his own fault.
I mean that generation was. I mean, if you look
They
at
were great on the mic.
yeah,
Every
every
had to be.
yeah the
unless you sucked, but
generations
then you had
back
a
then
manager.
yeah generations back then had amazing mic work. Today's generation has amazing in-ring work. I think maybe some guys had better storytelling back in the day, and I think that could be learned with some people. But for the most part, I mean, talent-wise, it's better now than it's ever been ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest though. You look at some of the guys in ring and on the mic. I feel like Bo Dallas gets underused a lot because I know he can cut a promo.
Yep.
He cut great promos in NXT, and now it's like
You remember he was NXT champion? Ain't that something? Like
Yeah.
look back.
Yeah.
that
he was
NXT
what the
champion?
first NXT champion, second NXT champion.
I'm not sure. I
think
didn't
It
watch
was, it was Seth Rollins, then Bo Dallas.
Yeah, I
the
think so,
second
yeah.
NXT champion,
Yeah.
and he held the belt for
A while.
almost 3 months.
Yeah.
and then he
When he
lost
used
it
to wear
to
all white and everything. Remember
Yeah,
that?
and then he lost to Neville.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
ladder match.
going into Raw and SmackDown because we have a lot to cover with this Money in the Bank and Outbreak. What is your thoughts? Anything that stood out to you besides the Bray Wyatt thing, which I want to cover on Raw and SmackDown?
I mean,
I didn't think they were as bad
No.
as they were the week before, but there still weren't amazing shows.
It's still, man, to sit and watch that for 3 hours, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I couldn't do it.
Becky getting demolished and put through a table by the twin sisters there was kind of exciting.
yeah,
I didn't see that. What was that?
yeah.
Was that on SmackDown?
She got jumped by both of them.
Oh, by Charlotte and
Yeah, they sat down for the contract signing. Becky shot her mouth off. They
Mm-hmm.
jumped there and put her through the table. You know how that goes.
and then what I heard a small Claudio / Cesaro versus Rey Mysterio was pretty good. I don't know what
Yeah,
that was.
actually, that was probably one of the better highlights of the
Yeah,
whole night.
but I got something. Okay, so let's say it's 15 minutes out of 5 hours.
The only thing
I
I didn't
enjoyed,
like-
a half an hour out of 5 hours.
The only thing I didn't like was Mysterio was draped across the second rope, and Cesaro looks at him like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it." Hits the ropes, comes out. Corey Graves is like the Swiss 1-9. I'm like, please don't,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Great name. But
So Bray Wyatt put this on Twitter. It says, he said, I've been doing promos for a whole year. I did promos, and there was certain things that didn't make sense in it, and it actually led to something that he's been planning, I guess, this Firefly thing for a while.
I say this about his promos for a while. None of them made sense.
Yeah.
And it was literally
nothing-
like, what are you talking about?
And
he
I
was
guess-
talking. It was like,
And I guess that was the genius behind, he knew what was coming, and he knew the Bray Wyatt thing had to change.
maybe. Yeah.
So here's some of the lines. I guess he's saying that.
Now, my question was the switch his idea, or did it come from behind the scenes?
I think it was his. After seeing a lot of the stuff and seeing where it's
His
going.
last year or two was just so bland and
Yeah.
boring.
So
I mean, when he first hit the scene as Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt family, it was
cool.
great.
Yeah.
It was a great gimmick.
I think this is going to even top it.
But the long-winded promos that made no sense really killed it.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do nothing. With
Then
it,
you're
so
just sitting there in the middle of the ring with that stupid lantern, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
So
okay.
these were the clues. On Bray Wyatt on Twitter said, let me go back to that real quick. He said, sorry, I burped a little bit there. Fun game time. I bet you guys didn't know in 2015 I did 8 consecutive backstage promos where the sentences didn't belong in each of them, but together they made it a secret message and no one ever find it. Guess you guys never look hard enough. First one that gets it wins a prize. And yowie wowie. So then
I don't know about that yowie wowie.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
I like it. I
Of
like
all the
it.
catchphrases you're gonna come up with,
Yeah.
you go yowie wowie.
Because it's still like somewhat innocent, like a kid, but there's still like, when he says it in a new character, it's creepy as fuck. But what it says is, what makes you smile? I know you're listening. Let me in. We don't belong here. What happened to you is such a tragedy. Limbo is no place for a soul like yours. I believe I found the answer. The angel is burnt wings and is waving you on home. So
I wonder if that's
That
where-
doesn't make any sense.
No, that does make a little bit of sense. I wonder if that's where they go back to Matt Hardy's like ultimate deletion thing with Bray, where he tossed them in the river,
think
and that
which-
the soul got expunged.
That should have led to this.
I think it
when,
goes.
when they should have you never should have seen Bray again after that deletion, and he should have went right to this.
So who are 2 people that had connections with Bray Wyatt that seemed a little lost in themselves right now?
Rowan and Harper.
Rowan's not lost. He's with Daniel Bryan.
Rowan and Daniel Bryan. Is he waving them home?
No,
No,
because they're not
they're
going to make.
too over.
No,
No.
if you put them with them two, it makes no sense.
Maybe Braun trying to lure Braun back in.
they like. Well,
I mean, they've got literally nothing for Braun.
they're
right
low
now.
on Braun. Right
Yeah.
now.
So why not put those two back together? And maybe
It ain't Luke Harper. That's
Luke
for
Harper.
Sure.
And he's teasing. Here's why I think this Bray Wyatt thing's gonna lead. I think he's gonna play the heel villain role. I think some weeks he's gonna come out as the Mr. Rogers
Yeah,
and try to be friendly with faces, and then sometimes he just loses his mind and he
beat
comes.
people up.
and
That's
he-
what I wanted to do. Just beat
Yeah.
people up.
he comes out, does the rope thing, and taps his toe, and
He might not do that anymore.
I would completely get away from that.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's just like when that switch flips, and
Yeah.
he goes into the other guy, and he just starts doing that stuff again. It's like
I don't
he's
think he's
letting him
gonna.
out.
I think he's gonna.
The
do all new
only
stuff.
thing,
like he's not gonna come out with a lantern.
yeah, I don't.
No,
think the Leonard-
no. He'll come out like Mr. Rogers, but like that one enough time where he snaps and he lets that other side out, and you just see him go over to the ropes, tap the toe, do the thing backwards, just grab and
Yes,
rip
I
down
don't
his
think he's
sister
gonna do
Abigail.
that.
I hope he
either.
keeps. I hope he keeps his sister Abigail because I really like that move.
I'd be okay with the new finisher as long as it's not stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
they could do the same thing. You just got to change the name.
Yeah, not really.
It's fine.
You can just call it.
Yeah.
You can call it the witch now or something
Yeah.
like that.
The
Little
fun
puppet.
house.
Or the firefly,
yeah,
the
whatever her name
firefly or
is.
something. But I think there's really cool potential there. The only thing that makes me nervous is I feel like he's gonna get he's gonna work really hard to get this character over, and they're gonna be like, now fight the demon, bye bye new character, and that's what I'm really.
Is he gonna
fearing.
wrestle with the mask on?
I hope so.
I mean,
Like a guy Kane mask.
Now that mask was made by, we were kind of talking about yesterday, is made by Tom Savini's team. So Tom Savini, and it looks like it's very inspired by the New 52 Joker comic.
that and Slipknot, but they're the same people that make Slipknot masks.
Yeah.
and like the yellow eyes with the mask like really made it pop too. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
and then it's kind of his eyes and his mouth are painted black underneath it.
Yeah,
So it has a depth to it. I love it. I can't wait to see
I think it
more of
looks
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I hopefully
in
they
that
don't do
promo he
stupid stuff
cut
with
though,
them.
where it flipped over after it done singing the song. Did he say run? Did Run come out?
Run. I don't know if it was Run or We're Here or something like that.
There was
Well, he
something
said
there.
Yowie Wowie in it.
Yeah,
I heard
I thought
that.
he ended with that.
Yeah.
I could have swore he said Run.
There was something.
Somewhere.
There was something
Yeah.
subliminal put in there. But I'm a fan of it, man. I can't wait to see more of it. I think it's the most exciting thing on TV. The only thing I kind of wish they did is I wish they had one recorder for Raw and one recorder
A
for
different one.
SmackDown.
Yeah, rather play the same one.
Because they play it again on SmackDown as if you didn't see it on Raw.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't see Raw.
I don't know about that. I think I would say 90% of people watching one watch the other.
Yeah. And I think if you really want to draw ratings to one, kind of treat them like different, like
they said
treat
how they
treat
make
like
them look different.
Yeah,
and
treat
stuff.
them like different
Might not
shows.
look exactly the same, same entrance. Like
The same promos you see in one, you see in the next week.
Like
It's
what
just,
was it? Roman, whatever he said on Raw this week was the same thing he said on SmackDown.
Mhm.
Like,
See, the one thing I wouldn't mind seeing is like how like the lights hit and Bray would disappear and stuff like that.
you keep that.
The lights hit and he would come out as like the demon, but I think that would take way too much time. You can't keep the lights off.
yeah,
that long.
he has to put the contact in.
Yeah,
and
that takes way too long. So it's definitely.
And he's been and he openly tweeted to Dean Ambrose as John Moxley saying, "We miss you, buddy. I wish you're here." And then tweeted on Twitter on his account, "Hey, Shield, I know you lost your buddy John Moxley, but if you ever need a third member, let me know." So he's like throwing these weird tweets out.
I hope he should do that to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing a lot of people didn't realize is that Bray and Ambrose got signed together. They've worked each other so many times that they've literally come out and said in multiple podcasts that if they had to pick anybody to work against week in, week out, it was each other.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because like even Bray said, like you could throw me 100 matches and he'll say, "Give me Ambrose 100 times." Because I
don't remember them ever wrestling.
Well, the Shield and the Wyatt
oh
family
yeah,
feuded.
okay, yeah. I don't remember them having a steel match. I'm sure they did. I was a single match. I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
I
but
just can't remember.
He said, "Give me Ambrose 100 times out of 100, and I guarantee we'll go out there and tear the house down." Because I guess the way they were brought up in NXT together, they were just taught to like respect each other and really find a way to bring the best out of
There's
each
certain
other.
people they have better matches with.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of got each other with their styles.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will tear a house down every night.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere in the world and say, "Here, it's Steen and Generico. Go do what you do."
Yeah. So Bobby and O'Reilly beat Burch and
That's the
Danny Burch and
they don't have a tag name. That's their tag name.
Oh, 1-2. They
So-
come out like the 1-2.
I don't know if we have the full card. We don't have to really break down the full card. For Outbreak, it is this Saturday. I'm still debating
Temple
I'm
Fire
still
Company?
debating how I'm going to make it out there or what the plan is that night because of Blue Fest. Because we have to do so much running around and pack up and do a lot of crazy stuff. But we do know that you're defending your title.
Yeah. As far as the main event, no, you did not defending white title. That way around.
Defending, you're going back. You're going back for your title.
Did you see the group chat? Did you cut a promo yet?
No,
What are you waiting for?
because I'm not doing this. I'm not doing a selfie promo. I don't care. That's stupid.
Well,
I can film it.
Yeah.
I can film it from my
So-
camera and we can do it.
That's I'm like. So, yeah,
We'll get you a
maybe,
selfie stick.
yeah.
I'll record it for you.
And like I like when there's a backdrop. Like I don't want the backdrop in my house. Like either a brick wall, do something cool. I always think that when I look at a promo, I'm like,
I mean,
why are
there
you
is a
doing the
brick
promo?
building right over
Yeah, but
there.
like, why are you doing a promo in front of like something stupid? Like a lot of times when people do their promos, like it's your dining room. Oh, I'm real afraid of that guy in his dining room. You know, I know that's a little nitpicking, but like I always try to do a background
after this airs, we're gonna go find.
So
something.
We're gonna go cut a
what
promo
to
quick
say.
after this.
I don't know what to say because there might be a stipulation, it might not. So
Why would there be a stipulation?
There
It's a one-on-one match.
Yeah, there might be
Yeah,
there might be
yeah.
a twist to that one-on-one match. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You see, of course, he knows and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm left in the dark all the time, so I couldn't tell you.
there might only be 2 people or 3 people that know. So.
I mean,
Yeah.
literally at the last show, it's like, oh yeah, this is how it's going on the
Yeah.
board, and then I'm sitting there with like 2 minutes of dead air at the end of the show, like, what just happened?
So anyway, it should be good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the cards top to
You
bottom.
know, there's open bar at the.
I heard.
Yeah.
Not open bar, you gotta pay.
Well, yeah.
But
Open
you-
bar.
The bar is open.
Yeah, the bar is open.
I
that's
mean,
what yeah.
I think when it comes to beer this weekend, that would
It'll
be the only
done.
place I would not
Yeah,
drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's.
and we do
as far as
have-
I know, what a main event, but there's also the
So,
Intimidator titles on the line too.
Yeah.
yes, your tag team partner, Big Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's versus Big Pat. I was like, Matt Turner.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I was like,
And Alexa, I don't know if you see in the background, there's a little pink bag there. That is actually for you, and Andy will be bringing that to the show for you. So yeah,
But yeah, Red Dragon beat Birch and Working Clean, and Candace Wrestling is there.
Candace,
Oh.
who's Candace? Oh, taking on.
Candace and
I
Io
gotta
Shirai
stop
versus Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Ooh.
I gotta stop that vibration. It's
That,
driving me crazy.
that probably.
I mean, I would love to see
That's cool.
Candace and
Yeah.
Io, but I don't know about the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their two are not very good. They're getting there, but
I mean, I'm a little upset because I really wanted to go, and now I know the fact that I missed out on Kushida is really kind of
they
upsetting.
kind of have to use him. Like Adam Cole has to be there, right?
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream. I mean, like
Yeah.
if
Well,
they
the
weren't,
Velveteen
who the
Dream
hell
wasn't
would?
the last one, but you have to have Adam Cole. He lives an hour away.
Yeah, why don't they
Does he still
live there
physically
now?
live there though?
Yeah, I don't know.
No. He lives down in Panama City.
I don't
I'm
know if
pretty
that.
sure he
I
lives
think
in
it might be a
Florida.
gimmick too. Who knows where he lives?
Yeah.
He live anywhere. You know?
All right, so we're gonna.
I mean, would you want to tell people, oh, hey, I'm so and so, Austin, whatever his name is?
Some people do. And some
I live
don't.
in
like,
Lancaster. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Do you know what's in Battle Creek, Michigan, other than Rob Van Dam? The Kellogg's plant. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so, like you know.
So we put on the thing. If you guys haven't seen it, this is our Money in the Bank sheets. Does anyone in the chat have them yet? If so, let us know, and we could play along. If you don't have one of these, in the description of this video, you go to prowrestlingscorecards.com.
Mhm.
You click on the file, you open the file or download it, however you want to do it, and just print this out. It's a fun game.
Can we use gimmick names for this?
If you
want to. All right, whatever. Henry Hammer Dick. So and the thing is if you play this game, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a prize set up.
We'll figure something.
We'll figure something out. We could do it on the fly or
You
figure
get a can
something
of
out.
Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze
Yeah.
IPA.
We got coasters, we got stickers, and we got high fives. Take your pick.
And
A crisp high five is usually the good way to go.
or an autograph picture of Andy Header.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures. So can't get you that.
We'll take Polaroids.
Yeah, well,
We
that's
will
a new
bring back
thing
the
now.
Polaroid picture.
Well, no, the new thing is the Polaroid, the little ones. You see
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's like the comeback now.
It's
So,
almost like a ribbon strip, isn't it?
yeah,
So take your scorecards and
shove up your ass.
take a picture of your scorecards. Make sure you can see it in the picture and
Turn
send
them
them.
some bitches sideways.
And you have
Send them-
time.
yeah,
just
send
as
them to
long
me.
as it's before Money in the Bank.
And it has to be in, we'll say 2 hours before Money in the Bank
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
So
when
send
the pre-show starts, you have to have your
Yes.
scorecards.
It has to
There
be
is
done
no
by
pre-show
pre-show.
match on this, but who cares?
No. When they do the pre-show.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's no pre-show match.
So we're gonna start right away with this. This is a lot of fun, and I think we'll do the
Wouldn't
scoring.
Nice and Davari be on the pre-show?
Yeah, that's gonna be. a
Oh,
pre-show
maybe yeah,
match.
maybe yeah.
So Nice and Davari, where you pick a winner, and then you have to pick the fall type. So obviously pin, submission.
Oh, is that how that?
DQ.
Okay.
How many aerial moves,
Give or take one.
Now,
give or take
to show
one.
you how little the belt means. Who is the champion right
Tony
now?
Nese.
Tony Nese. And then
They should put the C next to his
yeah,
name.
and then match time.
Oh boy.
In minutes.
Wow.
And if you hit the match time and the aerial moves on the dot, you get an extra 2 points.
Okay.
So are we gonna have to sit there and literally like pull our phones out for a stopwatch?
No, so
Well,
what happens is
go on Wikipedia. They'll have all the time.
well,
at
not
the
just
end.
that. So when you fill this out, what this company does
Mhm.
is that as soon as the pay-per-view's over, they will fill out for you what the answers are, and you just grade them and score them yourself. And then
Ah.
so when we come back next Thursday,
Yeah.
we'll find out who won on the podcast.
Okay.
Now,
Well, what's
are,
the
are these
18 next to
matches
it?
in order, or is this just any order?
I think it's in any order,
Because they probably don't know the order.
so. I'm
of
pretty sure
appearance.
Charlotte and Becky's not gonna wrestle back to back.
which I think would be awesome.
I think
Imagine if
if
she wins,
Yeah, and then they have
and
next
then
match.
and the next
like I said, if you open the show with like
I would
Becky
say one
and
of them.
Lacey,
Yeah, one of them's first.
Open the
show.
But you never know. It could be that way around.
So who you going with? Who Tony?
What does the 18 mean next to it? See,
That is a total amount of points you could win for that match.
So how do you like?
So I guess
How do they break it down? The fall type is 6, 6, 6, right?
let's
12,
see
12 and 18, right?
so. Winner is 5 points. Extras are 3 points. So if you pick the winner, that's 5. Fall type would be another 5, which would be 10. Aerial would be 15.
Aerial
Match-
moves, so you have to.
I guess so. Or no, it's
it's
a
5
winner.
points to pick the winner, and
yeah,
3 points
winner,
for each
yeah, and
extra
then-
you get, right?
Yeah, so it'll be 5 if you get the winner, 3 for each extra, and then plus 2 if you get
Okay,
them on the dot.
So for fall type, if you think he's gonna win by pinfall,
Yep. So
You're right,
I'm
pinfall.
actually. I mean, we could. If you want to say your answers, you can. I'm actually gonna go. Tony Nese wins. So I'm gonna write Tony. Tony wins. I'm gonna say pinfall. Aerial moves. I'll
Cruiserweight
do.
match. Cruiserweight match. Think about that.
is it
I'll do 11.
getting close to but not going over? Is that how they're doing it?
Well, I guess
Plus
you
or
start-
minus 1.
Yeah, give or take 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
got it,
if
okay.
you're over or under by more than one, I guess it's 0 points.
So I was gonna circle my winners or underline them like they do in wrestling.
Yeah.
No, let's say Tony Nese wins that one.
And then I'm gonna say match time. I will give them a solid 13 minutes.
You're being generous there for mid set a cruiserweight match.
Yeah, I'm going 10, right?
Yep. Same.
Let's not do 10, 25. Just
Yeah.
do assault man.
Yeah.
Tony Nese wins by pin, 8 aerial moves, and match time 10 minutes.
All right. I like
I
it.
go 10. I don't know for moves. Tony Nese isn't much of a high flyer.
Yes,
though,
he is.
he?
Yeah, he is.
He's like a springboardy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His finisher is a 450.
Is it?
I think so.
Roman Reigns
Two,
versus Elias.
I'm gonna go 6 moves. Oh, this one I don't care about, but Roman wins.
Roman. I'm gonna go Roman. I'm gonna say he wins by pin. How many Superman punches?
I'd say just 2.
I'll say 3.
This one could be DQ though, if Elias hits him with the guitar. And
The
gets
guitar
DQ.
will not be used. I say no.
See, that could be what the DQ win though.
Yeah. I don't think it'll end in DQ.
Okay, Superman punches. I say 2 because after the match he's gonna do it after he hits him with the guitar. So I'm gonna say yes. the
I'm
guitar
gonna
will be
say
used.
Elias wins,
Wow.
but he's gonna like bust the guitar over something and lay down and like throw Roman the handle and like let the ref catch Roman with the handle, so he
So-
wins by DQ.
Okay, well, right DQ then.
Yeah. And then I got my Superman punch count at 4.
Oh God, it's Brock Lesnar.
Wow. Yeah. I don't
No.
think it's. I
Didn't
went
they
super
announce
high
that
with
this
3.
match was canceled? Next one, Miz versus Shane McMahon or something? Or is
No,
that-
it's still on.
No, it's still going.
You guys talk a little bit about that, and I'm at the P real fast.
okay.
Jesus.
I thought they said something on SmackDown about it, or did Shane, or was the promo where he came out and said they should cancel it?
The promo is they should come out and cancel.
Oh.
They came out and they should
Like
cancel.
like Shane didn't want to happen.
Right.
Okay. So
Basically,
I
he
was
was
a little
saying he's the
confused.
best in the world. He shouldn't have to wrestle the Miz in a cage match, being the best in the world. Da 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 da.
their move at WrestleMania wasn't bad. I don't know who. I have no idea.
You see, the only thing I didn't like
Either way
the
with this
match at
one.
Mania was great. The only thing I didn't like is the finish. Okay, you got superplexed off the top.
I like
of
that,
the,
but I would like if they would have got up and did something else. Maybe.
right. I
I
mean,
understand why. They
oh
did it.
hey, we just fell 25 feet off the scaffolding down through a bunch of boxes, and I'm just gonna lay here and pin him, and that's gonna be the end of the match.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of plain.
Okay, aerial moves. I'm just gonna say 1.
The coast to coast.
Yeah, that or an elbow drop. I don't see Miz doing anything. Me and Mike.
Well, does that axe handle smash that the Miz does count as an aerial move?
I guess anything off the top rope counts, right?
Second rope. I mean,
Yeah.
How does that count? How do you count that?
I guess anything that's not jumping off the ring, like jumping, like if you're standing in the ring and just jump, that don't count. But anything off any
So
rope,
we got to specify here that aerial moves should consist of being on the ropes.
yeah, that's what we'll just say. It's
Right.
anything off the ropes, the springboarded, or if you're standing on the ring and jumping to the outside, that would also count. You have to be in the air for 2 seconds.
But considering how this storyline's been going,
Now, is this one pin and submission, or is it just escape the cage?
it's a standard cage match, pin submission.
See, I don't like that. I like escape the cage only.
Back in the 90s
Or
when you
walk
had to
out the
escape
door.
the cage.
Yeah, or walk out the door. I'm
Right.
fine with that. A lot of people don't like that.
But
Yeah,
I think-
this is like the NWA way.
Did you guys pick your winners?
Shane wins that.
I don't know who the hell.
I hope Shane wins and we get away from the Shane and Miz.
Shane wins by
Actually, no,
escape.
I'm sorry. I say Miz wins and we get away from this whole Shane thing.
Shane wins by escape with help from Bobby Lashley.
Oh, geez, that's right. I don't. Moves from top of cage.
Shane might jump off the cage.
I say 2. I think Shane does it, and I think Miz has been criticized of being playing it too
Yeah.
safe for so
See,
long.
I just said one.
Does
I
anyone
think,
send him to the cage? Yes.
Who else would come?
Bobby Lashley.
Who else is?
I say no.
Drew
Elias.
McIntyre.
Oh yeah.
Moves
I'm gonna go
from-
with yes.
Moves from the top of the cage.
I'm gonna-
Yes.
You know what? Yes. Shane
Aerial
has to do
moves.
something.
2.
So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of 1 for aerial move. I'm gonna say
1
2.
for each of them. One of them, they're both going to do something stupid.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm gonna pick. I don't know who the hell's. I'm
What do
gonna
you
go
got
with
for that Shane or
Shane.
Miz?
Money in the Bank women.
Can I just put question mark as like the extra person?
Well, yeah, just put replacement.
If you think the replacement's going to win.
Hey, can we get the names of the people that are in it? Just so we.
Yeah.
It's
Dana Brooke,
Bailey,
Bailey,
Ember,
Ember
Ember.
Moon. Probably Nikki Cross would be the replacement.
Natty.
Natty. and Mandy Rose.
Okay.
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi.
Naomi.
And who's replacing? Oh, Alexa's getting replaced.
Alexa getting plays with Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, Natalia.
First to touch the case. Well, yeah. So who? Yeah, Kendra, who do you think is gonna win first?
First to touch the case, I think Bailey.
I want Ember to win, but I don't think she is.
First to hit with a ladder. First hit with a ladder. I'm gonna also give that
See,
to
the
Bailey.
one thing I do realize about that is they
I'm gonna
try
give that
not
to
to have
Dana.
like the women's. They try not to have the women's match too much of like with the ladders.
So
flying
first
around.
hit with ladder, is that first to get hit?
Yeah, first to get hit. First one to climb in the ladder.
All right.
Naomi.
I see.
Look at this. Look at this. Even already on Wikipedia, they have Nikki Cross as the replacement.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe it was announced. Check the review.
Natalia, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bailey, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, Nikki Cross.
I forgot Camara's in it. Okay, I'm gonna right here where it says ladder matches. I'm gonna write Bailey, and that's gonna be my winner.
First hit with the is that to be hit or the one who hits him with the ladder?
That's why I said we'll say it's 2 hit. So it's first person to get hit with a ladder. So if Carmella hits Dana Brooke with a ladder, then and you wrote Dana, you win.
I'm gonna say that's Mandy Rose.
Last to touch the case and not win.
That's where Ember comes in for me.
Ooh. Case cashed in during event.
Outside interference.
I don't think it's
in this
cashed in.
match?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
No.
Outside interference, no, because
I say yes.
there's already
Yes.
there's already 8 people.
Sonya.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right. I
going with
forgot
Mandy.
about her.
I'm going Mandy Rose for the win.
So I say Bailey
Last to
wins.
touch the case and not win.
I'm gonna put Mandy in that slot. And first to touch the case,
Carmella?
that's just a
First to
whoever.
climb the ladder. Carmella.
I'm gonna pick something weird. First to touch case. Jeez.
First touch case.
I'm gonna put Natty.
I'm gonna go with Dana Brooke.
So who's,
Alright.
who's your winners?
I have Rose. I have Mandy Rose winning. I have the first one to touch the case is going to be Mella. The first one to get hit with the ladder is going to be Bailey. I think the first one to climb the ladder is going to be Rose. I think she's going to do that quick
Okay.
thing where she's trying to get up as quick as she can.
Yeah.
I think the last one to touch to win before the win is going to be Ember. 'Cause I think the fans are super behind her. But,
Yeah.
And she's been due. I think that can either be Ember or Bailey. I think who the fans kind of want to
Yeah.
walk out with it. And I think it's not cashed in that night.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I think I think Sonya. I think Sonya Deville helps her win, but then the lead up into it is Sonya Deville keeps she can't do it without Sonya, or she keeps using Sonya as the guinea pig to like take the last blow so she can win a match.
Okay.
And I think they're building up that to break up that.
Yes,
that
I think
stable.
they should break them up.
Austin just said
I
that
think that's a
WWE
mistake.
showed a thing down there that they actually tweeted out that Ashley Massaro died. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
so-
if they're acknowledging it, then
Now Becky versus Charlotte. Do you
I'm
think
gonna
Becky
go, I say Becky leaves with both belts
really? You
because
think
they have
she's-
that shirt and they want to sell it.
Yeah, I can.
And
see
you
that.
have it's a first defense. You know, so that's
Becky,
why I'm gonna
Becky
go with
wins
Charlotte.
both matches.
I'm gonna go with Becky for both of them, but we'll just do the first one first. So Becky versus Charlotte, fall type, submission.
I think she subs both of them. I think she does.
Uh,
You want to just book them together? All right. So match. How long do you
well,
think?
they're back to back here. So
How do you think? How long do you think Becky and
Charlotte will
Charlotte?
be, I would say 15 minutes.
See, I think
That's where I'm gonna go.
I think one goes extremely long.
Oh, submission finish. I brought that in the wrong spot.
And here's the thing: I think Becky polishes off Lacey Evans like it's nobody's business.
I think
I'm gonna say that one goes about 7 minutes. Becky and Lacey.
really.
Yeah,
See, I think Charlotte and Becky will go at
but
least.
they don't have time for that. They're different. If you look on the sheet here, it's near falls and Evans promo before match.
Yes,
Yeah, why not?
near falls
Near falls.
1.
I'm gonna go with 4.
2, maybe 2
Fall type, submission.
submission. Becky wins the Raw title in like 5 minutes, and then she sits around and waits for Charlotte.
I think
She beats Charlotte.
I think they go backwards. I think she
I
goes
think-
Charlotte first.
I think the show opens
And-
Becky versus Charlotte.
and I think Charlotte puts her to the limit, and they're like, "There's no way Becky can get through Lacey Evans as beat up as she is." And then she comes out and kind of takes a beating by Lacey, and then squeaks one out.
Okay, so submission finisher. So that means how many times they hook it on but don't win. I would assume,
Yep.
right?
Yes,
I
I'll
would
go-
assume it'll be at least attempts,
I'll go with
submission
4.
attempts. But Charlotte or Becky beats Charlotte, but I think somebody from SmackDown wins the case and comes out and cashes in.
Did you write yes for cash in there?
Yes.
I'll say I wrote no for that.
I think Mandy Rose will win the Money in the Bank, but it's gonna after the match, it's gonna be her and Sonya Deville jumping Becky and taking the
okay.
title.
I don't think the only.
What if they tease it
Yeah,
and then they
I
don't
think
cash
they
in?
No, I think they're
they
gonna try
cashed
and
in
get
too
the
quick
titles.
last year, and I think they played out a little longer this year.
Well, why would you do that? Considering the year before you had Carmella hold it for a fiscal year,
Which I thought that was awesome. And
I like to keep it for a little bit to build suspense.
because it built her whole character that
Yeah.
Bella's money, so she got to roll with it.
yeah,
for
but
a
I
while.
think that lets them move Becky over to Raw like they wanted the whole time, and now you don't have to worry about her
But
pulling double
it's-
duty.
there is no more rules.
Yeah.
She could be a
the
wild
stupid
card.
wild card rule
Yeah.
don't matter anymore.
Men's Money in the Bank. You getting a list of that?
Yeah, let's get a list of that. I don't know who's all.
I don't know.
Is Braun out now?
Braun's out.
Braun's
Sami
out.
Zayn in.
Okay.
Which is kind of a good thing, but it's dumb. Why
Outside
even-
interference, let's do that. That's easy. I'm gonna say no.
I say no.
Cakes cashed in
It
during
is Sami
event.
Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Corbin, Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton.
I don't know who's gonna win this.
Is it cashed in?
No.
No.
Yes.
Depends on who wins it.
You know why I think it's cashed in? Because I cannot see them at a Money in the Bank having Seth or AJ beating the other one completely clean.
Okay.
I think they're too big in names.
But then do you have like Mustafa Ali beat one of them?
I
wouldn't
think a
know.
heel wins the briefcase and a heel cashes in and beats either.
So who's your heel choices then?
I say Andrade.
Sami Zayn,
That's a good one.
McIntyre,
Sami
Corbin,
Zayn, no.
Andrade, Orton.
They like Corbin. Randy Orton, no.
Corbin could be one too.
Ricochet too soon.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go Corbin.
I'm gonna say with Ali or who's I'm gonna go with Finn. That's what I'm like, Finn.
Man, he's gonna have 2 titles.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to be on both.
Drew
Wow.
But then
McIntyre.
he's gonna lose Intercontinental before he wins the world.
First, a touch case.
title. Ali. That's what I'll go with.
Ali.
Mustafa.
I'll go Ricochet.
I got Sami Zayn the first to touch the cage.
I have Ricochet the last. to touch
Baron
the case.
Corbin will be the first one to hit with a ladder.
I can see that. You know, I'm gonna go with that. Baron Corbin.
First to climb the ladder.
Ricochet? I don't know.
Andrade.
Who else? Mustafa.
I have Andrade as well. That last to touch the case and not win.
That's why I have.
I think that'll be Ali.
Ricochet.
I think
Yeah.
I think they teased the Ali win.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Either one, because
I
I
think
think
they're-
the same character there.
Considering it's everybody in this match really never
Ali-
really had a big push for the title.
Ali and Ricochet are going to be your flashy. This is going to be cool.
First
Ricochet
to
will be
climb
the last one
ladder.
to touch the case and not win.
Yeah.
And Drew McIntyre's in this.
Yep.
Yes, I got Drew McIntyre winning.
I'm gonna put him first climb ladder. Why not?
Yeah.
I can see Drew winning.
Yeah. I mean, this is actually a really interesting men's Money in the Bank.
I don't see Randy Orton winning.
Drew
I don't see
McIntyre.
Ricochet
no.
winning.
Now you see, you brought up a good point there. Drew McIntyre cashes in as well.
I think it's gonna if someone's gonna win tonight, it's gonna be a heel, and it's gonna be a Raw heel. And I
Now,
think
how does that work? Are you free to go after any title you choose?
Yeah.
I guess so.
you're fucking wild. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You're the
Yeah.
wild card now. That whole rule.
Wild card, bitches.
Wild card.
Wild card.
All right, so Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna say Samoa Joe wins this one.
I mean, he did squash Ray last time, but I think he now if he puts him to sleep, is that a considered submission or is that a KO?
No, we'll see submission. We'll call it. We'll consider that submission. I wonder what they consider.
The
what this
original
website
bro
considers it.
versus the king of the backbreaker, the messiah of the backbreaker.
Oh yeah. I heard they're breaking Roddy off from Undisputed Era. I don't like that.
Dominic interferes. I say no, but I think he gets smacked around.
Yeah, I say no to interference. Yeah, but Joe beats him up. I like that one promo. It's like you look more like Samoa Joe than you do Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
It's like it's true. It looks like Walter, slightly
Uh,
Mexican Walter.
Rey Mysterio wins by pinfall.
All right, so you have Ray Boone in the belt. I have Samoa Joe.
Near falls,
Fall type
4.
submission.
Dominic interference. I'm gonna go yes.
6. I go 6 within the different like does 619 pinfall, West Coast pop. That stupid splash. I see Samoa Joe keeping this belt. I don't know about you guys.
No, I
That's
think-
what makes
I-
it fun.
I think
Pick your own
Kofi.
thing.
I think Kofi or Ray gets it. New Day interference. Yes.
you have New Day interfering.
Yes. I think Kofi wins by disqualification.
Oh, you're on that one. I was like, New Day interference, Mojo versus Mysterio. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I have Joe winning. I have Dominic no interference. I have near falls 2, and I have win by
I
sub.
have Dominic interfering, like just costing, like he just distracts Joe for like 2 seconds, and Ray just hits him with something, and then hits the splash, and that's it.
I mean, to bring Ray back and not give him a title, I think would be strange. So I think that's a safe bet.
I don't know. I say you
Um,
keep Samoa Joe strong.
I'm only saying this because I'm a fanboy. I think Kevin Owens wins the title.
You could
Really?
Yeah.
I say no. I say Kofi keeps it.
Kofi wins by
I
disqualification.
say Kofi keeps
I
it
think
till SummerSlam.
Yeah.
All type pinfall.
I think Xavier Rhodes gets involved and ends up getting Kevin Owens disqualified. I think he might take a swing at Woods, and Woods just goes right after him.
Aerial moves.
I say I went real low on that. I said 2.
I said 4.
I'm
said-
gonna say 3 because Kevin Owens really doesn't do much.
I mean-
he does a splash that.
Oh yeah, Frog Splash.
I don't think-
I mean, you get aerial moves,
He used to
give
do
or
a
take
shooting
1,
star.
so 4 is a good bet because they both go off the top rope a lot.
New Day interference. I'm gonna say no to the New Day interference because
Yeah.
they're good guys.
I think Xavier Woods is going to interfere, and Kofi wins by disqualification.
This next one hurts my heart because I want AJ to win so bad, but I don't think he's winning it.
No, I think Seth's gonna.
I think
win
Seth
this one.
pins him. I give the match 20 minutes. I give near falls 3 and finishers 3.
Fall type pin.
And then I think Baron Corbin has something to do with the win.
Oh God. I tell. He's one of the reasons I just immediately tune out. I do not care. Match type in minutes. Okay, match time. Oh, it's that type.
Main event.
I'm gonna go 18 minutes. And near falls, I'll give him a couple. This one I have a lot.
20.
So, 20 near falls.
Oh, no. 20 minutes. For
I go
the match.
8 and write 8 there. Look at finishers.
3.
Now
Now, does that count the calf crusher?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Seth
say
doesn't
No,
really
I
have a
think,
submission.
I think the
so
calf crusher is more of a setup.
Now what? It depends what this website says. But
Yeah.
we can change it though.
We'll let them. We'll
I'll
let
go
them see.
4 attempts because you figure at least he's going to hit the stomp twice.
Yeah.
He might hit the phenomenal forearm and a Styles clash, maybe a calf crusher.
And then would you count his superplex Falcon Arrow? Is that? I guess not.
No, that's
What
more
was
the
his
setup.
other? Oh yeah, the pedigree was the bad guy.
Yeah.
He don't do that no more because he's a good guy now. Can't do the pedigree anymore. So this is pretty cool. This thing here. It should say what the champion is because if you don't know, no women's tag match. How about that? Poor Iconics.
Wasn't there supposed to be?
I mean, there already is a lot on this show anyway. So
No men's tag matches either.
yeah.
All right, and then unscheduled appearances. What do you got? I have Bray and Braun.
Nobody.
Really? Oh, he brought, yeah. I'm gonna say nobody.
Nobody.
I can see Bray, but I don't see Braun if he's hurt, unless it's a backstage thing. Now, does unscheduled thing count? Does it have to be in the ring?
I just think they either make an appearance or there's some type of
Okay,
cameo.
I'm gonna go nobody.
Yeah, I would say Braun. I think he's gonna cost Sammy the.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's weird.
An announce table destruction. All of them?
Spanish announce table.
I just said Spanish.
I'm gonna go all because there's a bunch of matches. So other, I'm gonna say other, and that and then put a third table. Let's write third table, whatever the
Yeah,
third one
whatever the
is.
third one is set up.
So it'll be German.
So
All
Mick
right.
Foley tweeted out about the death of Ashley Massaro at 39. She lived in the same town as him.
Oh, really?
It was nice seeing her around. She was always so nice, and now she's gone.
Is she
Wow.
young? 39. So I wonder what happened.
I mean, if,
It might be
I hate to say it,
unsurly or whatever.
Fucking
Yeah,
probably-
drugs, or
probably
something,
drugs.
you know, or
I don't
maybe
think she was
suicide.
ever like that.
You never know.
I
Though.
hope-
You
I
never
hope
know.
not.
She was supposed to be at PPW. Remember that?
yeah.
12 months ago.
All
I
right,
didn't know she was
so
still wrestling.
I mean, we kind of went a lot quicker than I thought we were going to.
Yeah, that went pretty fast there.
Trying to think. Do you guys have any of the card for Outbreak we can cover more? Or?
I can try and pull it up here.
So best of Super Junior is going on New Japan, and the winner gets a title shot at the. You get a cup, and they get a title shot at the junior title, but they never really specify you get a title shot. So like the one guy, if Will Ospreay wins, he said he's gonna take a shot at like the world title.
Oh.
It's like that's pretty cool, and somebody else said that too. But winner's probably gonna be.
Well, first things first, Matt Morrison
shot
has
there.
launched his brand new website. Welcome to the Madhouse. Please go like and subscribe to that.
Yeah, I shared that from him.
Let's see here. Nothing there. Let's go
Well,
there.
you know that the semifinals for the Bad Streak tournament.
Yes.
I don't know who's in the Kings of Mustache on one side,
Yeah.
but with a mystery partner, and then Izzy McCoy and
Not much promotion from this one.
No, and
It's,
Mason.
it's really out there. I mean, You're gonna have Mason Martin, Izzy McCoy, and
Yeah.
a partner of their choice against the Kings of Mustachery and a partner of their choice.
What's his name makes his back? He comes back.
And this is for the 6-man titles. Like just
Castro. What's his name?
Cortez Castro,
Yeah,
Castro
Ricky
comes
Reyes.
back.
Yeah.
Ricky Reyes comes back.
Don't know who he's wrestling.
I think it might be a surprise to what actually happens there.
What with him? Who's wrestles?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Maybe he gets involved with the title match.
I don't know.
Dun dun dun.
You know what? I hope
Poor Andy Henry's gonna
I
get the
hope
shit
not.
chopped out of him.
Cool.
no.
No.
I mean, he's undefeated in Outbreak, and you have to get a
Is
title
he?
defense.
Yeah. So you never
A
know.
title shot. So
Now, have you ever worked with Ricky before?
No,
No.
he doesn't seem very personable.
really,
Yeah, nothing against the guy, but he seems like he keeps himself, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He just seems kind of.
We have the return of 410 Massive
He's
versus
good in the ring.
the Filthy
Very good in the
Family,
ring, yeah.
Big Cal Stevens and Dirtbag Dan with Captain Decapitate.
Oh, okay.
happened.
Captain tag match, tag action.
Yes, big props, by the way, to Cal and Dan. Won another set of tag team titles down outside of Philly this past weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
Oh, here's a quick local, indie wrestling news. I'm not sure if his actual real name is Jimmy, but he just announced that him and his fiance are going to have a baby. From
Jimmy Conway.
Jimmy Conway
South
from
Philly's Finest,
South Philly Finest. So congratulations to those. To
Did
them.
you see his rap music video?
I did not.
I did. I know he's been doing rap stuff for
Really?
years. Yeah. I don't know how it is, but I'm not a good judge for rap, obviously.
Matt Riddle versus Rudy right now.
Roddy.
Roddy.
Roderick Strong.
Oh, okay.
We have a special guest MC and ring announcer from WEEU 8:30 AM, the voice of the Berks County and beyond, Mike Keller.
See, I'm not familiar with him, but a local radio station guy. That's good for
Good for him.
exposure.
And
I
then,
hope he goes like, "Hey, everybody, welcome to the show tonight." Like he has that voice. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
then, of course, we have Mac Mayhem going one-on-one with babyface Ian Bush.
Ian Bush
Okay, yeah,
had a very good showing
yeah.
last pay-per-view, our last event.
And then we have another Who's House Open Challenge for
Ooh.
Mr. Ed House.
Maybe does this Cortez Castro
Oh,
answer
yeah,
that?
maybe.
Yeah. That's what about that.
I'm wondering if we're going to have a Strange Ed or an Ed Hub gear sighting.
I don't think the Ed Hub gear is done yet. Ready? I might not be ready yet.
I'm not sure.
And then we have the Rainbow Warriors, Tyler Ash and Andy Weinberg taking on Tommy Vex.
Yeah, but I think what's his name just made an enemy last show and turned on his buddy. So maybe there's some interference there.
Debonair Kurt Blair might show up.
Kurt Blair might come and try to regain
his name runs.
Yeah, Debonair Kurt Blair.
The Intimidator title will be on the line.
Yes.
Big Pat Sawyer taking on Yams, the working man, who is quite upset with us that we have not had him on the show yet.
Oh,
Who,
well,
Yams?
Yes.
Really?
He's-
Yams is quite upset. I will show you
All he
the
has to
Post
do
after we
is-
go off the air.
All
But
he
Yams-
has to do is ask.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez.
I gave him a sticker and said, you can message him. You can call right now. We got plenty of time. We
Yeah.
can have a quick Yams call in.
Let me tell you something, brother. For some reason, he's pretty lad. Let me tell you, I'd rather fight a man. Than
I actually went to him there during the show. I gave him a sticker and I said, "Hey, anytime you want to be on, let me know." I extended the olive branch. Mr.
Hey, yeah.
And then,
Yams.
Anyway, yeah, that's that.
of course, the main event, we have
Yes.
that header guy taking on
Robbie
the
Radke.
mood swing.
Yeah, first title defense for him. Will it be his last? Find out.
And header's
Yeah.
cutting this promo right here while we're live.
Find out at
Outbreak Wrestling.
Temple Fire Company.
And you know what I like about the Temple Fire Company? It's not big, but it's just that
It's
perfect
nice.
size for
And
a show.
That's what she said.
They repainted it. Yeah, they repainted it and it looks much nicer now.
I didn't know
Yeah.
they repainted it.
There used to be murals on the wall. It was like fields and
You
like,
see, I don't really remember.
So-
I'm
there-
always so busy.
It-
I
it
never
was
really
like-
got a chance to
you
look
know,
around.
like in the Italian restaurants with like a mountain with like people
Yeah.
like picking tomatoes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's
Right.
kind of like what was on the wall,
Oh, okay.
but they weren't very good.
So the stipulation for the match, that's not something that's out there?
No, so I don't.
No. And are they just gonna like announce it like, hey, this is the new
I don't
thing?
know how. I don't know. I know it's hard to talk about when I don't know.
I know,
what-
it's so strange.
Yeah.
By the way, there was a
title match. I know titles online.
there
Yeah.
was a
Mhm.
a post earlier that we were all commenting on that Kurt Blair put out there saying that you're 20 years old, eat the pizza crust.
Yeah, and he goes on 24, but I think fucking grow up and eat the crust. If you don't eat the crust, you can't have the pizza.
And then somebody named
That's the rule.
And I
Where's
personally,
that
I love the
post at?
crust. I love the crust,
So do
especially like Roma and the pizza place. They have great
Yeah.
crust.
And a
Yeah.
lot of places that make the square pizza, they're hardly using that crust.
Whoever
Yeah.
Jamie Sickler is, I'm not sure if you know who she is,
I don't know.
but she's like telling me that I am,
Piece of shit.
yeah, I am you poor unfulfilled soul. But I've been to many places already where they actually treat the crust like a dessert, and I actually put honey on my pizza crust sometimes, and I eat it.
I don't
Oh.
like that. I don't like that.
It's not bad. Actually,
There's a lot of there may be times where
I
I
can see
don't
it.
eat the crust.
Yeah.
Now, in those circumstances, here's those circumstances. I like cold pizza.
Okay.
I like
As do
pizza. I like pizza that's been sitting at room temperature for a couple hours. Not all the time the crust holds up.
The best pizza period
I can see
is
that
that
gets- it
night
gets
after
hard.
you're drinking and you come home and it's still sitting on the stove. You just flip
This
the lid open
this
and
is
grab a slice.
probably not good for me, but I will eat a pizza that's been on the stove probably from the day before.
So a pizza don't last that long where I come from.
Yeah. Well, we order ridiculous amounts of
Where
it
I
in
come
one
from,
shot.
It does the last that day. And, that's
And I
it.
also have a dog who really enjoys crust.
Jeez.
So sometimes I share my crust.
I think that is like when kids used to eat like a peanut butter jelly sandwich and eat the crust. Like fucking grow up.
Yeah.
That is
It's
that
just
is like
crust.
yeah. It's like
Just crust.
it's the
Give his
same.
number. We'll call him. We'll have a whole
It's
conversation
the
about
same
crust.
shit. That pisses me off. Like
We can have next week. We're having a full
Yeah,
blown debate to eat or not
Yeah.
to eat
No,
the pizza.
now I can see if you don't
Kurt
like
Blair, you are invited.
if you don't like crust at all, but then you don't like bread at all, so you shouldn't eat the pizza at all.
Yeah.
Then if you said
Uh-huh.
that I don't like that because I don't like bread, I'm like, oh, okay.
So Vox posted who is going to NXT tonight, and I put Austin was going, and Yams put too bad Tornado Tag refuses to have the working man on. Vox said
What?
boo, and I reached out to Yams and said we had Ryan Vox on. From my understanding, he's the front man for your tag team.
Hey now.
Let me say that.
Oh jeez.
Is it where's this post?
Right here. Just
No, I'm saying is
scroll up.
is it what post is this?
That's Vox just asking if anybody was going to NXT tonight, and that was like the big commentary. After.
We're all going. We're all
You see,
working.
Vox is like I'm retired and just has like the fist pump there for the quote for the
We're
comment.
working, brother. Oh boy. My tag partner Matt Turner's at NXT tonight. So there.
Is he?
Yeah. Him and his wife bought tickets for him.
Well, they
For
have
his birthday.
decent seats, or are they in the back
They're not bad. They're
floor?
you know when the first seats on the when it goes up.
Right.
Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Okay. The first seats when it goes up and they go.
So
right
not
up.
on the floor; they're on the railing.
Yeah, but
there.
he's lined up with the ring. I'll show you.
That's
It's
nice.
actually. I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
See, the only thing,
And Kerry from ROH is in the front row.
the one thing I actually liked was where we were at. If you would walk down onto the floor, there's the two sets of staircases going down,
Yeah.
and we were right there. As soon as you come in, it was like 3 rows deep, and we were up against the wall.
Okay.
So instead of sitting there and trying to like look over this tall ass dude in front of me, I just stood up
Yeah.
because I'm right there on the wall.
yeah.
There's nobody behind me, and I had a better time standing than I did sitting. And honestly, being at an event there isn't that bad because there's not really a bad seat in the whole place. If you ever been to the Sands Bethlehem Event Center,
No, that's not bad.
that's
at all.
actually
Yeah,
badass. For being that close.
yeah.
Yeah,
And sit
I
down.
love those small arenas. I think
I seen Andrew Dice Clay there.
Yeah.
So,
really.
yeah. I like it there. And the chicken
Well,
pieces
that's
right
where I
outside.
rubbed EC3 the wrong way.
No, really? Oh, with the TNA show.
Oh no, it was the NXT show.
Oh, okay.
He's got somebody tied up in the corner. Mind you, were looking at the ring. He was in the far left hand corner, and I just yelled Derek Bateman at the top of my lungs. He literally, in the middle of his lockup, turns and looks and yells, "Fuck you, buddy!"
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, one
Oh,
guy
geez.
just got him completely pissed off.
You know, he's not that good in the ring, but I feel bad for him. He didn't get a
Ooh.
chance.
Has anybody seen him since Braun squashed him?
Now here's the thing.
I
Actually,
think
no,
it was
he
main
he,
event probably.
he came back and he wrestled a match last week.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he wrestled somebody last week and he got.
Oh, that was at
he
Hulu.
got smacked.
Yams is at the NXT show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he?
We'll tell him we want to call him right now. Give a live report. If you don't call him, we're gonna have
He's banned from the show. No.
we're gonna have somebody who's someone like really lame call. I can't think. We're gonna have a referee call it. Nothing against referees, but
Call in now. We want a live report. Or Tony said you're banned from the show.
Don't say he's banned. I don't
For-
want to
for
upset
life.
him.
Banned from the show.
I don't know. I think the show Saturday. There's not much steam behind it. Oh yeah, excuse me. Well,
It's okay. No, Outbreak is looking
I think it should
to.
be pretty good.
They're looking to add more shows, right?
Yeah,
we are
once a
working
month.
monthly through the end of the summer.
I've
which-
seen some dates, but I don't know how
Oh
true it is.
no!
What?
Breaking news: Warner Brother announces someone will be the new Batman.
Well, someone has to be the new Batman, right? What's his
someone or they have picked.
They have picked the new Batman.
Oh, it's a black guy.
No, it's worse. I'd rather a black guy after this casting.
banned.
Is that what he said, man?
Robert Patterson,
Who's Rob Patterson?
Twilight dude.
Oh God.
Is that who they said it is?
Yep.
Why is,
Is that
he?
true? Click.
It's
What's?
IGN 2 minutes ago.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Are you kidding
I was gonna
me?
say, is it a reputable source?
I feel sick to my
Why
stomach.
is the sparkly vampire Batman?
Can we get what's her name that can't act as Catwoman then?
Mm.
From what's the girl from the Twilight movies?
I don't know. I just sucks that my favorite fucking hero gets bullshitted every
Yeah,
single
said do a
time.
text interview.
Text
Oh
interview.
God.
No, tell him we'll get him on next week if he keeps his title.
Yeah, if tell me wants to call in.
We'll get you
Call
on
in.
next week.
Wow, that's
Only.
terrible. That's like well, we're
If
going off another one.
you
Spawn. What's his name? Is
played
Spawn.
your
Jamie Foxx. I hate Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I can't stand
I
him.
wish they would. What was all talked about on the movies that didn't get a reboot or a sequel?
We didn't say Spawn, so that's what we're
Spawn.
gonna talk
That
about.
could have been one that probably could have been rebooted.
They are.
They are, yeah. That
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is gonna be Spawn.
Jamie Foxx is Spawn.
Bleh.
I mean, it's not a bad choice. I mean, he didn't play a bad
Where
Electro
does
in
Yams
Spider-Man.
live?
I didn't like that.
Who?
Where does Yams live?
That way, Philly somewhere.
Oh,
Outside.
He's that far away.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like
wow.
he lives near Vox somewhere. Norristown.
Yeah, Norristown
around
down
that area.
Okay.
Yeah. Like an hour and a half, hour and
Mhm.
20, something like that.
I mean, how many of the guys actually live like close to us up here?
None. Ed lives in Hamburg.
Ed's probably the closest.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love to have Ed at the table.
Yeah.
He fucking cracks me up.
I'm sure he'd do it too, but it all depends on when he gets off of work. So
Yeah,
it
and his
works
kid
late.
and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He cracks me up, man. When
He
he called
works
in, it was so much fun. You have to go back and listen
Yeah.
to that.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, there's no one really.
He,
local.
he didn't throw shade, but he was picking fun at you a little
Oh,
bit.
really?
Yeah.
Why not?
He actually called Robbie to win the match. He said,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Wow.
He said,
How about that?
he said Robbie wants it more.
Said Andy's a good champion, but does he really want it?
Yeah, that was what he said.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Maybe
Yeah.
there's your inspiration to get
Yeah.
the title back.
Yeah. Or you can call out Ed. You can
Yeah,
do 2
you
matches
were
in one
the
night.
one- Yeah.
You can be the
And then
open
he
house
actually
challenge.
he actually called you out during his open house challenge too. He goes, anyone come out here, even Andy Header.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah.
I missed that. Back was busy.
I'm pretty sure
What am I
he
thinking
said
about?
as long as he puts that title on the line.
Yeah, as long
Oh,
as,
okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Now let me ask.
You and Ed would be a fun tag team.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
wrestled it before a couple times.
Let me ask. It being an Outbreak for 2 years, we've both been there about the same amount of time, give or take.
Mhm.
What title do you think is a little more prominent to have? The Intimidator title or
Well, why-
the Outbreak title?
The Outbreak one only because it was first and
Mm-hmm.
been there longer. That's what. That's the
I think they-
that's the only reason I, would say that.
I think they each
I mean,
carry their own weight.
they'll be equal, but the Intimidator title was only what
Now,
3 shows now.
I
Yeah,
think,
but it's limited to guys 250 and above, which
That's
is
true.
a great
Yeah,
stipulation.
yeah,
But at
yeah.
the same time, there's been a lot of good matches leading up to that title.
Yeah,
here's the
I
only
like that.
here's the
it's like
only
weight classes.
the only thing that hurts the Intimidator title. Yams is a regular face, so it's easy to keep him with the title because he's a household name in the company.
Mhm.
Like if you go to Outbreak shows, he's always there. There's
Yeah.
not many guys his size
No.
that are weekly or like got people who show up every week. Like if he would have lost it last week, everyone been like
Last show.
they'd been like who's he?
Yeah.
Like if your partner beats him from
Yeah, 'cause we don't
PPW,
really know him yet.
people it could be like,
You
well,
know,
who's he? But
yeah.
he and then this is not a knock to his last opponent.
But
But-
Savage is a very good wrestler too.
Savage is very good, but he just has the normal big guy look. Where this guy coming in now is a
Well,
And
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
at Yams. Yams is probably a little over 300. Not really trying to knock him here, but he's disgustingly athletic. For
he's
Yeah.
super
that
super
size.
athletic first. I mean, he did a Vader bomb to the outside of the ring that looks like it hurt so.
He told me how much he weighs because I said, I guess like when it was like, whoa, how much weight going through? He's like, how that much? He's like, oh, I think he's like 350 or something. Like
Really?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt a
Well, he
lot.
is what 6'4",
I mean,
somewhere in there.
any bump to the outside's got to hurt. But when you're going basically stomach first and you're trying to like
Yeah.
at least brace
Yeah,
yourself,
that
for
table
that,
didn't have much chance.
Yeah, the only
everybody said the table exploded.
Yeah.
yeah
I
the
didn't
only
get to see
the
it,
only
but-
thing that like they need to get more big men that are there weekly. Like put some other like the only other time you see a big man match that entire night is the Intimidator title. So there's really no one like, well, who can win this big man match to challenge Yams next time?
Well, you
So-
got like an Ed House. You got Laszlo Arpad when he shows up.
But Ed House is doing open challenges for any weight class, so it's hard to be like, well, let's get Ed
Yeah.
versus. I mean, it would make
Well,
sense.
is it 250 and above or is it
250
lower?
and above.
Yeah, The only other guy
Which
that can
that's
really
hard.
that can come out and be like, I'll challenge Yams, but he's part of a tag team now. If they keep coming, would be someone from the Payne brothers.
I mean, that would be a pretty good match
Yeah.
to see Chuck or Kyle going against.
Well,
Yeah.
when they had, remember when they had the battle royal for it? And they had,
Yeah.
like, Grey Wolf was in it.
Mhm.
Ox Hog. Ox Hog's local. He lives up somewhere.
Yeah.
past,
Mox
Chicago.
Hog, I believe, is in Ashland.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
But it just that would be the only thing that I think that holds that title back is you don't see like a build up match the week before
enough.
to get people.
Show before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so the show before, like, hey, these two guys are gonna wrestle, and the winner can
Yeah,
then
I
go
guess-
against
yeah,
Yams, and then you know what I mean, like the title, the world title is kind of like everyone's kind of going for it, big man and small, like I don't know, you have different guys.
It's almost
going.
like open weight.
Yeah,
really.
it's more open. But I still like the idea of the Intimidator
Yeah, I
title.
like it too.
That would be the only thing I would say that they would have to change booking wise to get more there.
You know who deserves a shout out? Had a great showing in that Battle Royal? Brother Greatness.
Oh yeah, I liked him. He's from like Delaware.
York.
area. Oh, is he?
New
from?
York.
I thought it was
I think
Delaware.
he's from Brooklyn. He's,
Oh,
he's a
wow.
cool dude. I talked to him from time to
Yeah, I
time.
liked him.
Yeah. The only other guy, I don't know. I'm sure he would go above the weight class limit, and he's super athletic. He's not as big as Yams, but I think it'd be a cool match to watch. Would be Brother Grimm. But I heard he's
Mr. Grimm.
Mr. Grimm. He's just tough to book.
Yeah, because he gets booked all over.
Yeah,
So good for
super.
him.
Yeah, he's
I
a
mean,
he's a big dude.
Yeah, he does like what's it, the tope off the.
Yeah.
He does some good moves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he threw a 450 out there against Ed House too.
I think he did. Yeah, he missed it.
and he
yeah,
missed it.
Yeah,
He missed it in the
I
match.
mean, there's some guys. They just had that one show where a bunch of Outbreak was a part of it, but I don't think anyone from Outbreak was actually on the show.
That trifecta
Yeah.
academy tryout. Yeah.
No. There was it was called A Night to Remember down.
No, there was some outward guys.
Was that the night
Harrisburg?
from Mark?
Yeah.
Pretty sure-
It was last Saturday.
Yeah.
Harrisburg.
Vox wrestled,
Oh, did he?
It
Okay.
was Vox and Yams
Vox
against
and
the Payne
Vex.
brothers.
and
Oh,
it
okay.
was like a 4-way tag match because there was two other people on the apron, and Vox took a German
Might have been a
suplex to a
six-man tag.
yeah.
Oh, really?
He
I didn't
took
see
that
that.
finisher from the Payne brothers, that clothesline German.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Look,
pretty
he
cool.
took
yeah.
a good bump to it too. It looked
And,
really good.
I know the main event was Sean Carr versus Eddie Smooth.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Ed House wrestled too in that night to remember. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he was there.
I don't know. I didn't see
Yeah.
anything.
I know he had a
That,
match
that Eddie
Saturday.
Smooth guy was real good, but then he kind of went out as LCW.
Did you
there,
ever
and then
see
he, like, took a break for a couple
Did you see the
years.
vignettes and the promos they cut leading up to that? Like
No.
they had him like almost like a secret agent, like we need you to come in, and they'd show him like walking through airport security, like going into like
That's
a,
pretty
a,
good.
a reserved access
That Eddie
door,
Smooth.
sitting down on the phone and like watching a video and this table now.
Speaking of airing something later on, and it actually was
I just want to say,
yeah.
PBW was part of it, and Outbreak was part of it. And when that show was announced, I was champion. I wasn't on that show, so I just want to put that out there. what gives?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
no
pretty
big
sure
deal.
Robbie Radke was on that show.
Was he?
I think
I
so.
think
He
They
had-
should. I mean, if you might
he's your
not have the
champion.
champion, but they should have the PBW champion too, right?
it should have been the PP. Oh yeah, he did wrestle. Vander James was there.
Yeah,
Was he
Vander James
there?
was
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of PBW and something that was aired later, the Gilbert,
The Gilbert match was
The Gil-
aired on TV this past Sunday.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
aired- but they
on the-
actually aired just your match on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
which is funny because
Popo sent it to me, but then I couldn't share what he sent me, and I go, "This is nice, but only I can watch it."
yeah.
But then I guess they did get shared.
Yeah, so they show the guy bang on the door for the interview,
Yeah,
and then
that's
Gilbert
awesome.
kicks the
Yeah.
door open. Rah!
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And the gear looks sharp, man.
yeah.
It
That's,
looks sharp on
that's good.
TV. I love it.
So you're
Man,
gonna be rocking with the
especially that
spider
coat.
green beer
Oh
for
my
a little
God,
bit.
do you
Or?
know what I just realized?
Yeah, I switch back and forth.
Yesterday on the show,
Yeah.
completely forgot to talk about. I actually watched Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Well,
liked it.
Did you
Yeah,
see
it was
what I
good,
meant
wasn't
by the Kingpin kind of looked like Rhino?
It was huge. Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of how Kingpin was in the comics too.
Yeah, but it was really
It
exaggerated.
wasn't that. It wasn't
Yeah.
that big.
It was
was
like boop, little tiny head.
yeah,
and little tiny hands.
Tic-
Yeah.
tic tac head, massive body,
Yeah.
and everything else is kind of tiny.
Yeah. So the tag team titles that they're bringing in.
6 man.
Six man. So it's
So,
a
yeah,
Bad Street, like
Freebird
like
rules.
the Freebird. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it all? It's a 6-man.
I think there'll be 3 physical belts, right?
Yeah, there will be 3 physical belts, but you have to have at least a faction of 5 guys in which you can rotate.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Wow,
just
tough.
that's gonna be
gonna
tough to get.
book.
I thought it was just
Well, no.
a team of
You,
3.
you have to have I think the way they Vox worded it to me is you need at least 5 guys in your faction, but you can rotate whoever defends the titles.
Oh, that's hard to
So
get.
that's
though.
the way they kind of rotate the
What
bookings.
if you just have 3 dudes who just want to be a team? They can't.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
eligible
fine then.
because they
Are
don't
you
have 5
sure?
members.
We better
I
check
think-
into that.
You might need
'Cause
at
that-
least 3, but a
'cause
lot of them
here-
have 5.
Name one faction has 5 guys in Outbreak.
Cruel Blood.
Who?
Cruel Blood.
Who's that?
Captain decapitating them.
Okay.
Sabal,
Is there fucking ice in
the
that?
Filthy Family, and they have like 2 other guys.
Yeah, that's like the entire roster. The Crew of Blood,
Yeah.
and then you have the
He's more like the Bobby Heenan
Yeah.
managed bunch.
yeah. And well, the Andy Weinberg's team had more members.
He
but
manages
three.
He manages.
they
a
just
couple people,
lost.
Yeah.
They just
I
lost
think it's
somebody.
just 3 people you have to have on. The
I
team.
sure hope so.
Yeah, because I mean, I couldn't name factions in indie wrestling.
You got to make a faction now.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work out for you for the championship,
Yeah.
you gotta,
yeah.
you gotta
The
go.
factions up there, the 3 titles.
Well, Tommy Vex's team did win their original match, but then unforeseen circumstances happened, and we had to get rid of 2 of his partners, and that's when he found the cash
We'll
match.
stay off there about the one
Oh.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll tell you about
who
that.
was the one guy that's not the guy that did the thing? Who's not the guy with the double S's? There you go. Who's the other guy?
I want to say
forget.
it was one of his friends because he
I'm
brought
so
him in
interested now.
to team up.
I forget. I totally forget. Was it Sam Adams?
No,
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. So
I wish they bring back
who's the team now with the 2 manager girls and what do they call
Riot
it?
City.
Riot City. Yeah.
They only have like 3 people, 3 or 4.
they have 4.
They have 4.
I think it's just if you have a team. Of
And then
3,
Tommy
you go
Vex's
through
new
those.
team, the
Cash Masters.
the Cast Masters, they're pretty big.
Yeah, I don't know if
stable.
he's in with them or not.
I don't know if I think that was a one-off.
Oh,
So
okay.
I wrestled Clay at Backbreakers last night. It was pretty good. First
Yeah.
match, yeah.
Did you win?
Yes, it did actually. It was
Alright.
a Fruit Night Grudge.
All right.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
finally
good.
getting a W on the column.
Yeah, I know. How about that? Yeah, it was good.
You had a slump for a little bit there.
Yeah, Mayfield PA, so it's a little bit past Scranton.
Mhm.
It's called the Falcon's Nest. It's like a bar restaurant on one side, but then it's like this big open room, like it's like a banquet hall, but it goes up like this, like a barn, and then like fans. I was like, this is pretty cool.
That is neat.
Yeah, and they get a nice crowd in there. So they're going back to doing a Sunday show there, which I can't make because of work. It's
Yeah.
at 3:00 too, so like
That's
there's
rough.
no way I'll get done and drive up there. And I
Yeah.
don't want to get there at the end of the show, so I was like, nah, I can't make it. But yeah, they're gonna be back there every other month or so. Backbreakers. So it looked nice. They had a good turnout, a good crowd.
I want to try to make a show to the what do they call it? The Sanctuary. They look pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's like wherever PPW is in the
Hazen.
it's
Yeah.
like 2 blocks past it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
Yeah,
They
it
said
was-
they're very like. I guess they can't get away with calling it wrestling.
Yeah, because they don't do like they don't get a doctor and stuff. So that's why he always calls it a stunt show. So it's a little,
It's wrestling, but it's like more of a production. I heard.
I don't know. I've never actually seen any like shows.
I'll take a
But,
look at it and see what it's
It's
about.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I believe there is a show coming up down at the 2300 for a couple of Ring of Honor tapings, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. I love that. I still call it the ECW arena.
Uh-huh.
That's what I always call it.
Yeah.
That's a cool place to go to.
Oh, someone
love
just posted an Outbreak Wrestling.
Like the Cruel Blood promo.
this place.
Izzy McCoy has just been notified the Baltimore Beast Mason Mart will no longer be attending this Saturday.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
no. Whoa.
I wonder who's gonna be there. What if it's a team of 3 girls? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
And they beat the
Yeah. I don't know. They don't have to beat them. Maybe they hold their own.
I'm not sure who Izzy's talking to, but it looks like she has a new partner, I guess.
Can you swing that over this way? I have no idea.
Poor Izzy, she got her teeth knocked out almost
Really?
the last time she got in the ring. Yeah,
Oh, man.
the mustachery dudes almost
No,
killed
it
her.
wasn't. It was Kurt Blair and
Oh, you're right. It was Kurt Blair. Yeah, the winners.
Rash.
Yeah,
She's the only female on the roster that's consistently there that wrestles.
yeah,
That wrestles. I mean, there's
Mhm.
managing females, but
yeah, yeah. I mean,
wow. I wonder who's going to throw in that match then.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, so surprises abound if you come down for Wrestling Saturday at the Temple Fire Company in Temple, PA, right by the Walmart.
I wonder if we're gonna get an appearance from DB.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibility. I haven't heard anything from him, but you never know with him.
That's a funny picture.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like the belts Photoshop.
Have you
like
decided
that.
on
That's
which gear you're
photoshopped.
going with for
I don't
Saturday?
know. No, yeah, I might.
Stay Spider.
Yeah, I don't know. I might change it. I don't know. Let's just see.
You only have. I mean, in the Spider Gwen gear.
Yeah,
What do you? You're.
I already used it twice.
I thought you used it through.
I used it at Gilbert in that match.
Didn't you use it at Backbreakers?
No, because we're just tag team side. We're the blue and gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're 0-2 in it.
Oh yeah, I guess
You're
so.
all-
Yeah, I
you're
don't
all-
keep track. I mean, I have a notebook that I write down the matches I just started this year.
Really?
Yeah, that write down like who won and where it was at and like with what move and who the ref is and stuff. Because my one ref Matt Jordan, he's wrote down every single match he's ever been a part of since he started.
Wow.
And he has this notebook.
That's
And
really cool.
Yeah, and how he writes down like who wrestled who And I don't know if he writes sometimes writes the finish and he writes where it's at.
Nice.
So
That's
and
a
I was like,
really
that's
cool
pretty
idea.
cool. I was like, I should have did that from the beginning. So I was like, I'm gonna start this year.
Yeah.
So,
You're like,
I
oh,
mean,
here's
you
my book.
definitely had some memorable matches. that I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah. And I wish I'd like. 'Cause there's people I wrestle I forget, and I've been like our 6-man, and I forget who's in it. Or,
If
something
all
like
right,
that.
so here's a we'll stick with Outbreak on this one. In Outbreak, win or lose. I mean, it's harder to pick opponent if you do win the title back, but win or lose. Let's just say you have more of a freedom either way to
Mhm.
pick an opponent. Who would you want to square off against in Outbreak in a one-on-one?
Ooh,
Autumn Breeze.
this isn't your question. That's who Dave wants to wrestle.
I've been chopped by her before. It's not pleasant.
Is she part of the?
I don't think she wrestles anymore.
She does. She
Does
actually
she
just
still
did that
wrestle?
all women show up there.
For
PCWA.
Yeah, for CWA,
Oh,
right,
Autumn
yeah.
from PPW.
No. A different.
This Autumn is literally a ruthless woman, and
I want to see Andy
she's
versus
nice.
Nia
She's nice in
Jax.
real life. Nia Jax.
Nia
Jax.
Nyla Rose.
Oh my
Nyla Rose.
god.
oh no, she's Autumn's a sweetheart outside the
Yeah.
ring, but as soon as you get in the ring, she will literally chop you until you bleed. She's that
Yeah.
type.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I haven't seen her wrestle in so long, but
I don't know who that is.
yeah, she kind of take
She
a
took a
break
step
for a while,
back,
yeah,
yeah.
for a couple years.
What's her name?
Autumn Breeze.
I don't know if that's her.
She's on Facebook as Autumn Breeze.
Is she
Yes.
okay? But does she update it? Does she update it?
She has her name and then like it has like the hyphenated Autumn Breeze name.
Oh, okay. You know who I'd like to wrestle? Chris Slade. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd wrestle Ian Bush.
Ian Bush would be a cool
yeah,
match.
yeah. I like the people that can move and do cool stuff. I'm trying to think of people that I haven't wrestled.
Guys in your age group that can actually bump yet.
Yeah, I don't care. Even if you're old and you still wrestle, it don't matter to me. Let me think who else. Yeah, there's just two that come to mind right off the bat.
What about Grey Wolf's little
Oh
henchman?
god, I don't think he wrestles. I'd wrestle Grey Wolf. I got a match with Grey Wolf. Killian McMurphy if he comes back.
Ooh,
Did you
yeah.
have
Yeah.
a match with him?
No, I've never
No,
wrestled him.
You
no.
and Killian would be a cool match.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, both of your gimmicks and the way you guys come off would be hilarious if you guys would be like, he'd be like, shoot her, and you just come back with something or anything over the top of
Block a shield.
him.
Something. Yeah, so there's some good matches.
You and DB would be fun too.
Yeah.
I feel like you
I
guys
mean,
can
we
do some.
wrestled before, but I mean, yeah.
But
I mean,
not a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have wrestled when he was other names.
Yeah. So, and I've wrestled Ed before. I wrestled Dane before, and trying to think who else back.
Is
Yeah.
Dame wrestling this?
I don't know. I don't think he's announced. I know he
I
had a
haven't
couple
seen
shows.
it.
I'm not sure.
I know he's traveling a lot.
Yeah.
I know the last thing I saw is he was in California training with Brian Kendrick,
Yeah, he was out there for a show, and he did a show in.
the Wrestle Factory, the Monster Factory.
Yeah.
Did he do like a Pride show too? Like it was like all like. It was
I think I was that was in New York.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Or
that-
Ohio or something.
Wasn't he
Oh,
on,
was it?
Wasn't he on Stan Styles' his intergender?
I don't
big
know if
shebang?
he was. Yeah, I don't know if he was on there or not.
You'd love Stan Styles coming out with whipped cream and shake weights. You'd love him. He's hilarious.
I followed their thing on Instagram. They followed me back. I was like, oh, book me for
Who's
a
that?
match, Stan Styles, and they
Really?
give me because
He'll
every
literally
match
come
is
out.
gender.
He'll come out and just like shake weight the whole way to the ring, then reach into the back of his tights, pull out a can of whipped cream, and start like and everybody's
funny.
mouth going across the
Very
front row.
Joey Ryan-ish. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Except
definitely.
he doesn't put the
Yeah,
whipped
he
cream down
doesn't do
the
the dick
trunks.
thing. Yeah, which is that's okay.
Yeah.
But they booked some good shows.
Yeah.
I seen like the last card. I was like, that looks pretty good.
That intergender show
I
he
know a
had
couple
looked like it
people on
had a
there.
lot of great matches.
Would you ever consider doing a character like that ever again? I know you did. You had your pirate.
Captain David
What's something over the
Wallace.
top?
Yeah.
Like real goofy. Maybe. You know, maybe I don't have anything in mind right now.
Grow out a mustache or
Oh,
something.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I can't stand like anything that's past a certain point. But yeah, I'd be a part of like a porn team. I always wanted to be sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. And then we'd have names like porn stars, and mine was good. Well, one would be Peepin' Tom, like, and then pick like the last like.
That
Jameson.
sounds like a
So-
Vince era 1990s gimmick.
Peepin' Tom Jameson or
God
something like
damn it,
that.
I love it.
All right, and then what was there? Oh, their one was Mark the Shark.
You're telling me you're gonna do dick jokes?
Yeah, because you know how like, in Japan, shark the women pull their things out, so you gotta be Mark the Shark, and then just pick a porn name.
Yeah.
What was what's his name? Ron Jeremy, like
Yeah.
that, something like that.
Jeremy. Ron.
Sexual harassment. That's just.
Did you ever
that's what
see
come out
the,
and be called sexual
Saturday
harassment.
Night Live skit where they're at the DMV or no, they're doing like picking their porn star names and getting
Mhm.
like porn star cards. The guy comes in, she's like, name. He's like, Hung Low. That's a great porn name. Wait, this isn't the DMV?
One Hung Low.
Oh,
boy.
man.
Dane will not be at Outbreaks.
Oh, okay.
The fan page has spoken.
Oh, as she knows. Well, he might be somewhere else because I know he took a couple different bookings over. So
The fan page knows all.
sometimes though, it's good if you miss a show because then people are like, hey, I want to see that. So it builds up people wanting to see you the next
100%.
time.
Is a guy booked who wrestled DB last time that guy was there?
Oh, but Bro Keller probably.
Bro,
I don't know.
I don't think so. Not this show.
Oh, okay. He's somewhat local from. I think he's more like Lancaster.
I believe we might see the debut of John Doms Jr.
John Dobbs Jr.
Oh yeah, he's a big time boxer debuting for us.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy. I know who Don Joms. To John Doms.
You know,
That's another gimmick, Don Joms.
is he boxing the ice
No,
cream?
he
man?
has seen him.
Oh, is he boxing the ice cream?
Is
man?
he gonna be butterbeanish?
could be Butterbeanish. I mean, it kind of looks like
Yeah, is he
Butterbean.
boxing ice cream?
Well, the ice cream man is no more.
Oh, he died? Oh, that's a shame.
It is what it is.
That's a shame.
So he's changing his gimmick. Oh.
Mm.
Who do you think John Doms is?
I don't know. I have no idea. Is it?
I don't know. How they?
I don't know.
I think the fans are gonna be pissed if he doesn't come out with ice cream anymore. They'll probably boo him.
That's what I said to him at the end of the last show.
It's gonna be Mark Maron. Remember Mark Maron was the boxer? Like, oh.
Yeah. Is he gonna come out with like MMA gloves or boxing gloves?
I honestly don't know.
You have to come out box gloves, but they take them off.
I
But
think he
have that
said he's
tape
gonna
twist
come
thing.
out with like his hands all taped up, like his
Oh,
prep.
okay. Yeah, like you're Rocky and you're
Yeah.
trying to be punching the meat.
That's gonna be a tough transition. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be a tough transition.
Yeah.
What, going from the ice cream man
Yeah.
to a boxer?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could do it.
because you went from
Well,
went
he
from-
actually did that celebrity boxing thing
Did he?
about a month and a half ago, and he said it was a great experience, but it was kind of scripted like wrestling, like they told you what to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I think that's cool, but if you're gonna do a celebrity boxing thing, at least
be a celebrity? Like,
Well, no,
I'm nothing
yeah.
against the guy, but
Yeah,
like, if
just-
I got asked, I'd be like, I don't
well, he
think I wanna-
boxed a celebrity. I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, okay. So let's say he boxed like Screech from.
Yeah,
Saved by the Bell.
no. But at least do a little bit of boxing. Don't script it like wrestling. Like if it's
Yeah,
supposed to be a good
yeah.
time. Like you take a few punches, you take a few shots. You don't really lay into somebody. but
Yeah, you go out there and say, don't.
you go out
throw
there and
haymakers.
spar for 5
Yeah.
rounds or something.
Yeah, and then if you have some type of finish, but
Yeah,
I've
I mean,
never seen
even if you
celebrity
go,
boxing.
even if you go to the 5 rounds and go to the judges' scorecards and they rule in favor of the celebrity,
But
involved,
they probably pay you pretty good. I would
Yeah.
I
think.
would assume so. I
I
mean,
think.
yeah.
Especially if you're in there and you get to box like some 80s B-lister, you know?
I'd go 5 rounds with Mr. T.
Like, what's his name from Different Strokes? Not Arnold, but the brother.
what celebrity
Todd
would you?
Bridges.
Yeah.
What celebrity would you box right now? If you could pick a celebrity and box them?
Is it a low celebrity or like any
Any
celebrity?
Any celebrity.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Vanilla Ice.
Like
He'd
for
probably fuck you up.
for entertainment value, like
Yeah.
like, you gotta pick someone wacky. Then you gotta pick
Weird Al.
no, like somebody that you want to knock out. Let me think. Who's like
It says a lot for you who if you pick someone an easy opponent or a hard opponent.
no, you gotta pick something that's like believable, but
Who
not
would your hard if you
like you don't pick Conor McGregor because
yeah no he's a legit fighter he'll kill you
Yeah.
no like who would you pick for an opponent that would be hard like a hard like Mark Wahlberg would probably fuck you up in a fight
Does he actually know like how to fight? I don't know.
like he was a city dude
Oh,
he
was he?
probably in scraps his whole life he's
Yeah.
jacked he's insane
from
cardio
Boston.
But he was
he's
Marky
insane
Mark,
cardio he'll probably fight
He was doing
he
the
would
funky
kick he would
bunch.
kill you in a fight probably realistically
What about
How old
Tom
is he now?
Hardy? Tom Hardy did a fighter and everything. He's in his
Yeah.
40s. Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg was in the fighter too what we call the fighter or the was it called the fighter
It
with
might
him
have
in-
been the fighter.
yeah the fighter
You know
Tom
those-
Hardy was in Warrior.
That's
Warrior.
Yeah, but some of the big jacked up guys can't fight at all. You know? I mean, some can, some can't. It depends.
I'd be interested if I would try to box like Vin Diesel. I feel he's all show and no go.
Yeah, I would say he's not like you don't know martial arts. or
Could you
nothing.
imagine if like he threw a punch, he's like,
Yeah, or she Shane McMahon.
yeah, and you're like,
He's-
oh, Vince, Vin,
Noodle arms.
you're screwed.
I don't even know who I. Full Rudd. There you go. Full
There
Rudd.
you go.
Paul Rudd.
That'd be entertaining.
Yeah, that'd be a fun fight.
What about favorite deceased celebrity? If you can bring him back and box him.
Oh God.
I'd smoke Paul Walker.
Oh. No, what's his name? Black Sheep. Chris Farley.
Oh my God, Chris Farley.
Can you imagine him?
Hilarious, yeah. He probably could fight.
Yeah.
He probably could
Who
fight.
was the other guy from Different Strokes?
The white dad.
No, no, no.
The one who got molested
No, no, no.
in the bike store.
What's his name? this tall.
Arnold.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah,
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
I don't think he's dead, is he?
Yeah,
Did he die?
yeah.
Gary Coleman versus Vern Troyer.
I think. Yeah,
Oh.
I think
Do you
Gary
ever,
Coleman did
do
that.
you ever
a few years
see?
ago.
Do you ever see the videos, the photos of Vern Troyer eating Subway sandwiches?
Yeah.
You've seen them? Have you ever
No.
seen them?
No, I never.
Google it right now.
Vern Troyer is
Now,
so,
let me ask
so
you this.
small.
If you were in a celebrity boxing match,
Look at him eating a 6 foot sub.
Oh gosh.
It is yeah, he's looking at the paparazzi camera like, you're a dick, dude. Like,
let me ask you this. If you were in a celebrity boxing match against Mike Myers and he came out dressed as Dr. Evil, Gold Member, or Fat Bastard, who would you want to fight?
fat bastard.
Yeah, because he can't move that well.
Yeah.
He's in a big fat suit.
It'd be hilarious if he's
Let me
like
tell
doing
you.
like this.
Find it.
Oh no, wait, the third Austin Powers is kind of a letdown.
If he was out there like doing like the
I
leg
want another
shuffle.
one.
What?
I want another one though.
Yeah, I would. I think maybe it's too late because they set up where Scotty Evil is going to do it.
Scotty Evil.
Yeah.
Would you box Hulk Hogan? I'd box Hulk
Sure.
Hogan.
Yeah.
I don't think he could fight.
I don't think
Why not?
he's probably not a good boxer.
Would you go 2 rounds with Butterbean?
No.
No,
No, because he's pretty good. That's what.
If it's kickboxing, maybe.
no,
Kickboxing?
no.
I would.
Straight boxing. Straight
Oh,
boxing.
straight boxing, no.
the picture looks like it's doctored. Like,
There's so many of them too. Like he's just looking at the camera like, you're a dick, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to eat lunch. Here's my question.
he died too, didn't he?
Yeah, here's my question. Look at the size of that sub, and then look at the size. Do you think he could fit in? Like, you
That's
think
why I
he
said,
could
can he eat all
Can
that?
he eat? Like if he eats it, his belly's not.
So Matt
Poor
Riddle
guy.
defeated Roderick Strong, and now they have Punishment Martinez versus Keith Lee.
Ooh, you know what? I never seen anything in Punishment Martinez. I don't. I think he has a weird voice when he talks. He kind of sounds like
You see, he's
how
another one
Loki
like-
talks like this. That's how Punishment Martinez talks.
He's
Yeah,
like Aleister Black. You shouldn't be cutting promos. Just let him go out there and wrestle.
Yeah, and I don't think he's that good at wrestling. Like, I don't know.
For a 7,
He's
for
a big-
almost a 7-footer, he's not bad.
He's a big, tall guy.
Yeah.
So was Nathan Jones. So was what was Mason Ryan. Just because you're tall and jacked don't mean you can wrestle. And he ain't really jacked.
What'd you think of
That's just me just shitting all over.
what'd you
him,
think of the May signings for the WWE with Evilise and a few of those others?
but Iwep is pretty
didn't
good. She
see
was I didn't see it, but she was a original Tough Enough one, right? Yeah, like what Steve Austin was doing.
Yep.
And she was in Lucha
She
Underground for a
didn't
while.
win, but she was on.
Yeah, so she stuck with it. Who else got signed? You know? I'm not
There
sure.
was a few decent names, but there's a lot of
Oh,
football
We
players.
just went
Did he turn you off?
dead. Yes, I'm out.
Taiwan
I'm back.
Jones
That makes
was
a lot
a
of-
former
that
NFL
makes a lot of
player. He
sense.
signed.
I'm back.
That makes a lot of sense why it wasn't working then.
Oh, I wasn't plugging the wrong one.
It was plugging the wrong slot.
I don't know the NFL player, obviously.
I got you.
Now I'm dead again. Did they sign?
At least I know it's not broken. I feel a lot better
Okay,
now.
good.
It was bothering me the whole show.
Go, hey.
Hey, now it's definitely broken.
now.
Easy.
I think they should just like, hey, let's not sign anybody for a while because we think we have enough people.
And we're not using the people we have.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that's one of the problems. Like if you keep bringing people in, keep bringing them in and in,
You're
eventually your thing's gonna get too full.
they're literally just bringing people in so they don't sign to the competitor.
Yeah, which is that. And did you see they offered Rhino to pay him double and
They've
just not use
officially
him?
announced Garza Jr. and Shane Strickland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
as
know
the
Shane
main-
Strickland was rumored to sign. He's very good. Yeah, they were gonna pay Rhino double to basically not wrestle, do house shows here and there. He goes, no,
Who?
Rhino.
Really?
Yeah, just to have him not go anywhere else. And the being elite this week, they spoofed that because they had the guy being the librarian, right? I forget his name right now. But anyway, he's like, guys, I just stay working out. I want my release. And the Young Buck's like, oh, you want your release, huh? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna send you home, paid, of course. We're gonna send you home, and you're gonna think about what you did, getting paid every week, sitting at home. Are you hurt? He's like, no. Well, if you're hurt,
I gotta get ready for Saturday.
What?
Yeah, I'll bring you.
I don't
I'll
play that
bring you
one.
Saturday. They're at the.
What is
that
it?
one?
Yes.
I'm telling a story here. Turn
I
that
know.
off. Anyway, he's like, if you're hurt, you can go home and you can heal up. Paid, of course. Of course, you're gonna get paid. And he's like, he keeps going on. He's like, well, I want. So he's like, I just want out of my contract. I don't care. And he's like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pay you double. And he's like, no, don't pay me double. And I was like, that's pretty cool. They're just spoofing what they're doing to Luke Harper and everything.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's
It
So
should-
dumb.
No offense.
Why
but
would you pay someone to?
sit at home?
Yeah, I don't get that.
honestly, I feel bad for a lot of these guys because they just want to move on with their lives. And
Yeah.
Vince is like, no.
Yeah, Vince is almost like, I think, losing his mind a little bit. Because, like, even, okay, you violate the contract or whatever, then just find them
Isn't that
and then release
technically
them.
kind of like
You know?
kidnapping to an extent? I mean,
I don't know how you can extend a contract, though, like how they did with Luke Harper and add months.
Because he was hurt.
well, that's what I mean.
I wonder if the contract says, "Hey, if you're hurt, you owe us." Like that's not right.
Is that like entrapment?
So what if you got so hurt that you couldn't wrestle anymore?
So like,
Kurt
I want.
Angle.
So
Yeah, and then
so
you
is
don't wanna be there.
Draw still under contract?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
so,
Oh, Draws is getting paid for the rest of his life. There's no doubt about that.
but if he ever becomes unparalyzed, he has to work for the next.
yeah, it has to come back. Yeah.
You owe us for 15 years.
I don't care that you're.
Well,
bionic.
no, it's only like he had 1 year left of his contract, but since he's been hurt for all these years, he's still waiting to get that 1 year to come back. I think that's so dumb. Just let him go.
I'll tell
All
you
right,
what,
we're
man,
going
if-
right back where he left off. Draws versus D'Lo.
If they ever figure out Necromancer, I mean, Owen's got to pay some dues.
Yeah, you know, Owen owes him.
Owen owes some years.
That's what Vince is. Maybe he'll finally lose his. That's why I hope he loses his mind and goes
You know
to
what?
the old folks' home.
So for a while there, I thought, the stuff online is just bullshit. It's just fucking people shitting on it. But if a quarter of what was in that article we read in the beginning is true, man, like
Yeah.
you have it's kind of like it's kind of like I don't know.
I think if you got one person telling you you're messing up and they ain't doing the right thing, okay.
if your own
Maybe
kids,
2 people. If you have everyone telling you,
yeah,
maybe it's time to.
if your own kid is like, hey, dad,
This sucks.
this is like right now is not the time to fuck around and play games because the competitor is coming.
Yeah.
And they're and not
He's
only
probably like, I don't give a shit.
not only are they
You know?
coming, but they're not doing what WCW did, and they're not taking your top superstars. They're literally taking top superstars from another company
Yeah, and unknown people
and
making
unknown
them
people
stars.
and making them stars, which is even scarier. And they're literally like every promo they get, they're just
Yeah, they
using,
just say they're
they're
not
just
gonna be-
laughing at you of what you're. But they're not even saying like
mean,
we're
yeah.
better than you. They're like, look at what these clowns are doing.
Yeah, like the Young Bucks thing saying we're gonna pay you to sit home.
Yeah, like they're just if Double or Nothing,
Let's do this.
if Double or Nothing is a good show,
I think it has to be at least good. You know, right?
I
At least good.
All in was a good show.
I thought all of it was fantastic. One of the best shows of the year. That and Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punishment
Martinez wins clean.
How do you go to like how do you go in every single week and how do you go in every day? And maybe it is true where he just literally watches his own product and doesn't care about outside information, but NXT is outshining you.
Yeah, all the time.
And they do half the pay-per-views that the main
And
roster
they work
does.
once a week.
They work once a week and they are outshining you.
Yeah, and
And
everyone's saying that's better.
Triple H and Sean are working. Triple H, Sean, and Regal are, and some guys behind the scenes are working their ass off to make that a product. And then you're just like,
Yeah, we're gonna come way up and you're just
come.
gonna lose.
That's like saying like,
Then I won't put you on TV.
college football is so flashy and so much fun, and then you get the pro, and you're like, this is boring.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me
I'm not-
ask you guys something. Since all those guys are signed to NXT and technically not WWE,
No, it's the
they
same.
are.
It's
they're-
one
it's
thing.
all this one thing.
I'll say, why wouldn't Hunter just take like NXT and be like, okay,
Well,
we're
you
gonna.
can't because Vince owns everything.
I was saying, like, just take everybody from NXT, like, okay, we're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah, because it's all WWE contract.
Yeah, it might be a different brand, but you're
Yeah.
all in different, all in the same window. All right, I think we'll cut it there. You got anything to plug? I know you got your show coming up.
Yeah, that's Outbreak Wrestling this Saturday.
Cool.
Temple, PA.
Brewfest Saturday, we'll all be there very, very early, unfortunately.
What time are you setting up?
10
Okay.
starts at
I'll-
12.
That's not
I'll meet you
early.
guys
Early
there.
6 a.m.
I'll find a parking spot somewhere and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, the parking will probably be limited.
we're gonna be leaving my house around 9:30,
Oh wow. Yeah.
getting there before 10, maybe
Yeah,
like
just,
9:45, and just setting up. Because we have to stop at Walmart. I mean, Lowe's quick and get sand. We have sand like weights that go
Oh,
in
okay.
the tent.
Okay.
And then also this Saturday we have PPW up in
Yeah.
Hazleton.
And then
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was
P-
thinking.
PPW show Saturday.
Yeah.
So
So if you're little that way, go
we
to that
have
show.
we have 3 Bang and Beer episodes this week. I don't know if the one at Brewfest will be live. I'm kind of leaning towards it won't be because I don't have internet access.
Yeah.
I think it'd be easier if we just tape that.
Yeah, that'll be
We'll
taped.
come
It'll
back.
still, so if you look online, the numbering of the episodes are going to be wrong. So you'll see like Bang and Brew is 14, and then 16.
Okay.
15 is going to be there, but we have to do some edits because it's not going to be
I
live.
could do a 15.5 or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
we're going to have a Bangin' Beers this Friday.
Also for Brewfest on Saturday, keep your eyes open. Myself and Tony's dad will be going live from Brewfest, and we will let you know what's going on.
Yeah, they're gonna be going around. He's gonna be cameraman, and or they'll switch or whatever they
Okay.
want to do. But for the most part, they'll be going live on Facebook and
Mhm.
doing reviews and talking to people, and then escorting, like telling them, "Hey, go check out the stand too."
Yeah.
Stay
and
away from the Bangin' Beers table. Those guys are dicks.
They're just going up to any.
as they're wearing Bangin' Beers
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Just going up to any attractive girl. Can we just interview you for this thing?
But one other thing quick, I want to give a shout out to Tyler and Kevin from Bad Maggie. Thank you for turning me on to Dark Side of the Ring. That is definitely one of the better programs I've watched lately.
Dark Side of the Ring. Oh, the Viceland.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I sent Duck and Randy's. I heard they're very good. I didn't get to see any.
Yeah, and then
There's some on YouTube. Though.
Episode 6 just released. It was the Fabulous Moolah.
Oh,
I have
actually,
not
that's
watched it yet.
interesting.
I wonder if they're gonna talk about her being like a pretty much
Yeah, I think that's what it's all
I
about.
think
her
that's
being-
what it's coming.
prostitution.
I
Ring.
read a little bit of like the info to it, and I'm like, oh boy.
A lot of them are on YouTube. You can watch them on YouTube.
Yeah, I seen the Miss Elizabeth Weiss.
Yeah, Bruiser
That was
Brody's
the
on there, too.
first one. Bruiser Brody.
Gino Hernandez.
Yeah.
Gino
the Montreal
Hernandez.
Screwjob, but I've
Yeah.
heard that. So I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Unless
There's
they,
6 episodes
There's
so
nothing
far, so
they're
I'm not
gonna.
really
There's
too
nothing
far
they're gonna
on.
tell me on the Montreal Screwjob
Yeah.
that we haven't heard
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
But yeah, and speaking of Bad Maggie, we're gonna do a live show with them on Sunday. We're probably
Oh.
talking some wrestling as
So
well
what are you
on
doing
there.
Friday with the Bangin' Beers?
Friday's gonna be ladies' night,
Oh,
or our banging beers with bitches,
Yeah.
however they want to.
but
want
not
it.
but not bagging bitches with beers.
but not banging bitches with beers.
We cannot guarantee that they will not get roofied in this
So
house.
No, they will
Who-
not get roofed.
Who is gonna be on the show?
Crystal, which is the wife of Brian Finneran, who was on Interviews with Everyday People.
Okay,
Her friend Scylla and her friend Lauren.
Scylla. What a name.
Yes,
Scylla and Charybdis. That's
Yeah.
the two monsters that live in the ocean right below like Greece. That what's his name? Jason Arpatt's episode.
Yeah. So it'll be three girls, an all girls episode, besides obviously me and Ben.
I just gonna call and go ow, and that's it now.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny because
Ben around women.
Ben around women is gonna be hilarious.
Get a little tipsy.
He's gonna be like, oh, because you could tell because Ben's gonna be like trying to think of what to say without saying something so
Oh,
silly.
well, I wonder who's gonna win that one.
Yeah, really.
What's her name?
Yeah.
She's very little, man.
Casey Catanzaro is like 5'0", 100.
Is
Is that
the
the
one that does
She's
like
one
the
date
climbs with
Ricochet.
the
She was
pole?
the American Ninja Warrior.
American Ninja
Yeah.
Girl? I have high hopes for her though.
Against
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler, who could probably break her in half.
Put on. She needs to
Shayna
put on a
would- Shayna
little,
would
little
kill
weight.
her.
You know,
Yeah.
Shayna's done when she hits the main roster.
Yeah.
Completely done. I
We're
mean,
not gonna
Nikki
use her.
Cross didn't have a chance.
Yeah, but I think Shane is better than Nikki.
Yeah, she is. But I mean, once Vince looks at her,
God damn it! Get the paper bag.
yeah, she's done.
Vince, she's really good, but God damn it, she's ugly.
Look at her.
Get her a goddamn mask.
Yeah.
Andrade, where's your mask?
if
He doesn't even know Andrade had a mask.
if Ember Moon, and this is not me saying, it, I just think it's legit. If Ember Moon was a white girl, she
Yeah.
would be champion. With
You
her
think so?
with her character and her moveset and her finisher,
She's really good.
She would be a champ.
Not to mention the body.
Yeah, she's short, but Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus. It just sucks because I really like Ember Moon. I think she's my favorite in-ring competitor, and she's getting fucking used wrong. It
Yeah,
sucks.
a lot of people are.
Maybe on SmackDown it'll be better.
I
off
wonder.
for her.
Do you think there's more people being used wrong than there's being used right?
100%.
Yeah. Ain't that terrible?
It sucks.
Who's
man.
actually being used right in today's
AJ,
WWE?
Seth, Daniel Bryan.
But I even think the top guys they're not being used as well they could be because
I agree.
you're putting a limiter on.
I mean,
them.
for their.
Look at the main event for the next Saudi Arabia show: Undertaker versus
Yeah,
Goldberg.
I will not watch that show.
No,
I will not watch any Saudi Arabia.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to watch those two go in a 5-minute match where they both just refuse to bump for each other.
Yeah, it'll be spear, chokeslam, spear,
Tombstone.
Yeah.
do you think it's a squash match?
No,
No.
it'll be like Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Like it'll be 5 minutes and they're just gonna do big moves. And that's it.
'Cause you
I don't
can't-
know who wins though.
You're not going to pay the Undertaker $10 million to show up and not get at least your money out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care for that match at all. If it was
It
if
does
it was
nothing.
2000,
It
then
does
I'd
not.
watch it.
It was like 2004.
All right, so if you
maybe.
can see a Taker in one more match right now, who would it be for a one-on-one and not be Goldberg?
I don't care. I don't want to see one.
If you had to, he's gonna. You have to pay him. He wants to show up. You have
last match on his
you
contract.
You have to book the Undertaker.
Budenhagen. That's something real crazy. Like you got get in like me and Gilbert. You're not gonna have
Yeah.
a 5-star class.
I have two people.
Somebody goofy.
I'd
you
have two
know?
people. I would have a trilogy with him and Sean. I would do a trilogy.
3 matches you want to see?
I would
No,
just,
the-
I would
the
see the
third
third
match.
The,
of
third,
the-
the third
Oh,
match.
oh,
I would
See,
have the third
I don't
match.
ever want to see Shawn Michaels wrestle over again. That was terrible.
I
I watched
thought
highlights. I thought that was.
I
Terrible.
thought Sean did fine
Yeah.
for his age and being out as long as he
Yeah.
has been. I thought he did decent.
The other 3.
Yeah.
Well, Kane did okay.
Yeah. Or Sting. I mean, everybody wants Sting.
Yeah.
Taker, right?
Sting's so old. Too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but Sting's running the risk of possibly even paralyzed if he ever takes a wrong bump again. So
Yeah.
Well, then he could steal somebody else's gimmick and be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could think
Yeah.
of something. He'd be like, he could shave his head and be Xavier, Professor X. His whole entire career has been stolen characters from other people. I'm sorry if I sound bitter. I'm not a huge Sting fan.
Sting, NWA, WCW Sting was like surfer guy.
So-
I like that. I don't know. I don't want to see Undertaker.
Stinger
wrestle
was
again.
cool. Stinger was cool. But so here's my thing. Everyone's like, oh, you weren't like, I was kind of in a comment thread and they were talking about Goldberg and I said, it does nothing for me. And they're like, you weren't hyped over Goldberg at all. I'm like, never, not once.
I don't like
Not
guys
one
that-
time did someone say, look at Goldberg. Are you excited to see him? No. I sound corny and I sound like a fanboy, but I was a WWF WWE guy through and through. The first product, the only other product I watched when it was available because it was hard to watch on TV, were like being accessible, was ECW. Was the only other product I when WCW was readily there for me.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it
Oh,
because
I watched all the wrestling I could.
I didn't. I was very
Because
loyal.
I don't feel that you have to pick one or the other.
Yeah, I was a kid though.
Yeah.
I was very loyal to the brand, and when people would come in and be like, Goldberg is better than Stone Cold, and Goldberg is better than every guy in WCW, I was like, then why are they not on WWE? Like I always said, like WWE is the place to be, and
Yeah.
WCW was just scrubs.
See, I didn't like Goldberg because I don't like that. If you're unstoppable, then just give you the belt and close up shop and just shut the promotion down.
Yeah,
If you're unstoppable, that's why I don't like horror movies. If the bad guy's gonna kill everybody in 3 minutes and be done,
yeah.
right? Kill the whole world. Get game over. Like there's no.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
like that.
there's no
Yeah.
there's no give or take. That's why I was a huge Sean fan, because Sean would go against a big guy and win, and I was like, oh, it kind of opened the door for the smaller guy to beat the bigger
Yeah.
guy.
What about Taker versus Sid?
What was that? What the match that happened?
That would have to
It
happen.
wasn't. Oh, did you? Well, they wrestle WrestleMania. Is it 11?
Yeah,
Yeah, but Taker versus Sid one more time.
no, I would not want to see that.
I don't think Sid wrestles anymore.
I would not want to see
But
that.
it's weird. I don't really want to see Undertaker wrestle anyway,
Yeah.
unless
Sean-
it's a joke character.
Sean against Scott Hall.
What
ladder
about
match one more time.
maybe Demon, maybe Finn versus Finn versus
yeah,
Taker,
just to see.
or even like Bray.
Yeah, but that match was terrible.
It
remember?
was a squash match.
Yeah.
he squashed him. Yeah. So when WCW was a thing, I remember being at the 5 and 10 store, and I was just starting to learn about WCW. And I remember I was in the store, and my mom was like, "Oh, you want these wrestling cards and wrestling toys?"
Oh, they're little WCW
And
ones?
they're like the rubber ones that,
Okay, yeah.
that didn't move. And yeah, they
And
were
it's
like,
like,
yeah. And they're like, and I was
Yay.
like, I remember looking at Sting, and I was like, Mom, this is like, I remember being young enough to know when like it was a knockoff. So remember, like, oh, you want a Power Ranger and the Power Ranger
Oh, yeah.
box, and then
And the
like
generic
the
guys, yeah.
Space Rangers,
yeah.
and you're like, these are not the same toy.
Yeah.
I thought WCW, because I never watched on TV, I
Yeah.
thought WCW was the generic toys.
Oh, okay, like yeah,
of
like,
so when I looked at
wrestling action.
yes, so
wrestling
when I looked at
superstar.
Sting, I was like, that's a fake Ultimate Warrior. That's exactly how
That's funny.
that's how I always
Yeah.
perceived Sting. Like his face, and I then became older and realized that they were actually friends, and they used the same
Yeah,
face
Blade
paint.
Runners.
Yeah, they used the same face paint, and then
First
he took it to
comment,
one
yeah.
company, he took it to
Refresh
the
my
other.
memory. Who got who into wrestling? Was it Sting that got the Warrior, or Warrior that got Sting?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I would hope to say Sting
They-
got Warrior.
I think they say it in Warriors DVD. I'm not sure that.
Yeah,
I
I would say-
remember hearing it.
I would
What
say
if it
Sting
would
got in
have
the-
went the other way? What if like Sting would have went to WWE and Warrior went to NWA? If
War-
Warrior went to NWA, he would have been done in
Well,
like
the
2
Warriors
months.
started out in WCCW, so technically he worked there, and then he
No.
came over.
WCCW is not NWA. Well, the NWA
They were.
champion would go. No,
They
but
were.
they were affiliated.
Yeah.
But I mean, the NWA is in Jim Crockett Promotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's say he was what the Dingo.
Yeah.
the
which is-
Dingo Warrior.
and they even said like Vincent, what the hell's a Dingo Warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I remember just watching it, and the only other guy that caught my attention that
I like
I would-
Vader.
yeah, I mean, Vader didn't do nothing for me until I didn't know about Vader.
Yeah.
But the only other guy that I remember, my mom would buy me the wrestling magazines, and I'd be like I'd flip through until I find because I would get the Pro Wrestling Insider, which
Mhm.
kind of did everything.
Yeah.
And I would be like, Mom, stop buying me this one. Buy the WWE one, because it would just be a bunch of like black and white pictures or half color pictures.
Yeah, there will
of
be some color
guys from
pictures,
Japan, and I'm like, I don't know these guys. And I just remember every cover, like every once a magazine, you would get it, and it'd be Flair, and he would just be a bloody mess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So I always like, well, who's Flair? Who's Flair? And then when WCW started coming on TV, I was at a friend's house, and they're like, hey, we're gonna watch WCW, and I was like, no. I'm like, I will never come here ever again. And then I used to get stuck there because they were like my babies, like they were like I was at their house because I had no one to watch me, and I was forced to watch stuff like they did the flipping, but they favored WCW. So
so they watched WCW, and then when that went commercially, went to Raw.
Yeah, and I was so angry every time I had to watch wrestling. Angry.
I would flip depending on what character if I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I mean, WCW had it timed perfectly that they knew when the WWE commercials would come on, so they would go to commercial before them and then come back after.
To try and get people.
So I just remember watching WCW, and he's like, "Well, you can't find anyone to like here. All your favorite guys." Like I was devastated. Savage was there.
Oh, really? Wow.
I couldn't care less about Hogan. I was not a Hogan, but when like the $1 Million Man and when Macho Man went over, I was so angry. Like I was like, how did you do? Like if Shawn would have went over, I don't know. Like I was a huge Shawn guy. I don't know how I would have reacted if Shawn would have went to WCW like he was initially going to. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, I was kind of bummed because like, man, Razor and Diesel.
I like Razor.
But even when they went out, I can care less about Brett.
When the whole Brett thing went down, I was like,
when they did the screw job, I was like, good.
So I like Brett, but then it's just like, and he's bitter, and then Brett and WCW was just a waste, complete waste.
Yeah. I just remember when I was watching it when I had to watch WCW, they're like, well, here's Sting, and I was like, The Stinger. And I'm like, why is he the Crow? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then I remember every single time we tuned in, it was just something stupid like RoboCop was there, or there was a Mummy, or the Great Oz,
Kiss Demon,
and I was like,
that was so stupid.
I was like, this is. I believe Leprechaun was there one week.
Glacier.
Leprechaun's there. I think Rick Steiner beats him up.
Yeah.
No, he beats up Chucky. He has the promo with Chucky.
Yeah.
Glacier.
But
I kind of liked Glacier. He wasn't that great wrestler.
I didn't mind Glacier. I thought
Glacier a very nice man.
I actually used Glacier in the video games. But the guy, so the guy, because he was a lot like Shawn Michaels, his moveset. So when I would watch, I was like, okay. I remember watching ECW, and I was like, well, I like Jericho. I always liked Jericho. I liked Eddie.
I like
the Radicals were a cool team. I liked them. Harlem Heat didn't do it for me right away. But the guy who besides
what about the Luchadors?
I love the Cruiserweights because the Cruiserweight was something I couldn't see on Raw.
Yeah, and here's the good thing. Kenny Omega said
I was an Ultimo Dragon fan more than I was a Ray fan. Yeah.
According to what everybody said, the Ultimo Dragon was one of the biggest assholes ever because he wouldn't deviate from his 5 moves.
I heard he was an asshole and he went to True Wrestling.
Yeah,
a couple months ago. Kenny said he wants to make the women Joshi like wrestlers from Japan like cruiserweights for Nitro.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's why they have that 6-woman tag.
Yeah,
and like Kenny's in charge of booking all the Japanese talent.
Yeah,
like that's really good because that's something different.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you get Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and Asuka, but then what are they doing? Kabuki Warriors.
Which is that's crazy.
That's another one that Vince should get.
Like I said yesterday, that would be like if they put Andrade and Ray together and call them spicy jalapenos. Yeah. It's not inherently racist, but come on.
Yeah. But so I remember like going back to the guy, besides those guys, the guy who caught my attention, I was like, I really, really like him. And at the time, people
Buff Bagwell.
No, DDP. I really like DDP.
He was like the everyman.
Yeah, like when everyone's like, "Oh, WCW is getting bought out," we're gonna see guys like Sting and Goldberg and everyone come over. And I was like, I just honestly, I want DDP. I want DDP to come over.
Yeah, and he had a shit run.
And he had a terrible run. And then the ECW guys
His
came
first
over.
feud was the Stalker for
that
was so dumb.
Why couldn't he just have him come in to be DDP?
Yeah. And then when ECW was coming over, I was like, cool. One of my favorite ECW guys, like
RVD.
No, my guy was. I like Tommy Dreamer. I was a huge Tommy Dreamer to me was like the face of ECW.
Yeah, he was.
And
he had an all right run. He lasted for years.
And then he came over and he ate hair off a barbershop floor.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
Drank the fucking disinfectant.
Oh god,
drank the Undertaker's chew.
I forgot he was the weirdo. Yeah.
He drank the Undertaker's chew cup and ate the dip.
RVD had the best run out.
He did. Well, I mean, he did. But the Dudley Boys got to be up there.
Oh
too.
yeah.
But RVD as a singles competitor, he had the best run.
Yeah,
high and hands down. All right, Jericho wasn't homegrown.
ECW, I consider him more WCW.
Yeah.
He was in ECW for a couple months.
But I mean, he even had a
From
bigger
Japan
run.
to
He had a bigger
ECW
run
to
in
WCW.
WWE than he ever had in WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was there
Well,
for
you got to remember, he was only
20 years.
200 pounds. So
Who do you think? Who do you think is the best homegrown guy out of WCW to have a best career in WWE?
Ooh, jeez. Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T.
Ric Flair. Does Ric Flair count with that? Because
No,
Ric
he
Flair
started
had-
well before
and
that.
he had a better career.
Flair to me
WCW.
would be like the AJ.
Yeah.
He was AJ. Like AJ was like Flair was AJ. He just went all over the world.
Yeah.
Booker T, maybe Scott Steiner.
I got one to throw in there for you. Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can consider Ray because
Rey Mysterio was a world champion in WCW and a world champion in
No, he
WWE.
wasn't
No.
WCW.
I thought he beat the Big Show for the title.
No. he never-
Oh, when not in,
When he was the
not,
Giant?
not WCW proper. Maybe he might have won the title when they came together.
I thought he was the Giant Killer and he took the title.
Why not? Same guy. Big Show. He had a pretty good career.
Yeah,
yeah, big. Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah. Those two guys. But all right, that'll wrap it
That's a
up.
good one.
It was a good show. That was fun. We're gonna
Let's
do.
make the title shine.
Yeah, we'll talk about the
You gotta
the
hang
title
this
shine.
and then
That's my favorite. I want that belt so bad.
there you go.
There's my
Wins.
Shawn. I'm gonna get naked and take a photo with that, like Shawn
Oh
Michaels.
yeah,
Are you gonna wrap it around one leg and kind of prop it
yeah.
over?
That Playgirl. I
Yeah.
would like to get that Playgirl. Like have it hang up.
100%.
Apparently he won't sign it though. Which is
Really?
Like, come on, Sean.
Yeah, if anyone ever wants to buy me a Playgirl, you can
I
get me Shawn
guarantee
Michaels.
you, he probably wants that more than anything. He wants that.
Yeah, I want the Playgirl Shawn Michaels poster.
I bet if you go on eBay, it's probably expensive.
Yeah, I'll
It's
just
probably like $50.
I'll just go on Canvas World and make my own.
Yeah.
Canvas will.
That's awesome. That's a sexy
it
belt.
has the WF plate.
Yeah,
and the belt
I will
tip.
be getting a photo with that in 5
It's a
seconds.
full belt tip for them belt nerds that might be watching.
Yeah. Oh, the tip.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us here at Tornado Tech Podcast. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys Friday night for Banging Beers.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a long weekend of drinking.
Oh my.
All right. See you guys
There
later.
we go.
See ya.